to America today. That was a foreign mindset. Okay. Because she was willing to watch the sacrifice of her 7 sons in one day. You feel me? Yeah. So that's what we're dealing with. We're dealing with I would just say a mindset, man, like that we haven't fully adopted as a people. We on our way there. It may take a little longer than we think or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, yeah. But as y'all bro, I'll say as a brethren, even though I believe our sisters, majority of our sisters, I ain't gonna say all, but majority of our sisters are crazy as all hell. I believe that. You know what I'm saying? But I've never turned my back on the sheep ropes. Like you never catch me with another race. Like like these sucker Negroes be. You feel me? What up, Bobo? You good? Yeah. Like these. Well, she right behind. Like these sucker Negroes be. I just had it with the sisters, and you look up and he got him a milk of magnesia. So that'll never happen over here. One thing we don't do is we don't blame. Like me, I ain't into blaming women for nothing. But correction is in order though. You dig? Like I don't blame women, but I correct them. You feel me? When it's time for correction to go down, correction comes down. Yeah. And sometimes you can say it in an inside voice, and she still blow a lid like, dang. You know what I'm saying? Because the scripture actually say correction is grievous to them that forsake the way. Correction is grievous, man. It's just like, how dare you tell me that? You know what I'm saying? But if a man is to be vanguard, because look, no matter what happened, he's gonna be blamed for it anyway. You see what happened in the beginning, but Adam still look. You feel me? You gonna catch the blame. Man gonna catch the blame for it regardless. So his job is to police the situation. Who, what, where, when, how, yay, nay, do that, don't do that. But that type of spirit coming off of a man of God in this hour sounds beyond taboo and radical. You feel me? Because you ain't like our people ain't seen that in so long. That's true. Strong black men like stand up and dictating what it is. And that don't mean we abusive. That don't mean women getting slapped up and punched or none of that. Choked out or none of that. You know what I'm saying? But the world ain't seen the men of the Most High in so long. When the brothers finally stand up and start roaring in this late hour, it's like, oh my God, I can't hear that. That's not of the Most High. That's not the fruit of the Spirit. Meanwhile, it's brothers that compromise. You feel me? And it's 100 times more hell in their life. You feel me? Like that's his job. He gotta police the situation. You feel me? You feel me? Your job as a woman is to motivate him. Motivate him. You know what I'm saying? Right. What's for righteousness in Israel while you sleep? Right. You destined to be a man of Yah. Right. You destined to do something great. You feel me? Motivate him. His job is to slow you down though, because sometimes you be moving too fast. You can't see. You can't see. Yeah. You feel me? Yeah. Now, all we gotta do is go back to Genesis 3 and look at it and see what it really was. You know what I'm saying? Between the serpent, Eve, Adam. You feel me? You can see the roles. You feel me? Right? She a go-getter. She out there. Okay, she there to motivate you. Get up off that couch. Right. You feel me? Right. Stop all that playing them games. Come on. Wow. You feel me? His job is slow you down. Pump your brakes, little mama. You're spending too much money. Chill out. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. No, we ain't finna do that today. You feel me? Like, but that works together. He needs a spark. You know what I'm saying? You need to pump your brakes. Right. Slow down. You know what I'm saying? Right. And that's all it is, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a mindset type thing that we ain't really came to understand, and it causes a lot of that. When we get into these scriptures right here, right? Right, my bad. Right. When we get into these scriptures right here, we're gonna go into certain sisters that the Most High dealt with. You're gonna see their mindset. Their mindset was so just real with it that it just was like, dang. You feel me? And this to motivate the sisters. It's to motivate the sisters to be like, you know what? That's what I'm. You feel me? Right. I want to aim to be like a Deborah or a Jael or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I want to aim to be like Abigail in 1 Samuel 25. Like these is mindsets. Like if that was the day, Abigail would have dumped nobody. Like she would have dumped him and went and got what she wanted. I'm not feeling loved. Like she wasn't feeling love. Her husband was a fool. His name the ball, it mean fool. You know what I'm saying? So the excuse today is like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not feeling love. This is over. I just have to like. If anybody could have played that, Abigail could have played that. She didn't. She stayed on course. You know what I'm saying? It's just a whole. Like the Bible was Eastern mindset. You talking about back east, ancient. And then you trying to figure it out today in Babylon with this Western mindset. You feel me? Where you can do, where you're doing so many different things that have nothing to do with what we're talking about. And then off that you form your opinion on life and form your views on society. Not off the measuring shit. You know what I'm saying? Script, right? Let's go to Judges chapter 4. We're gonna start off in Judges chapter 4. Hallelujah, all praises, glory, and honor to the Most High, owner, creator, and possessor of all things, in the name and glory of his only begotten beloved Son, who's currently sitting at his right hand right now as we speak, long live the King. You're the truth, 2018. Shout out to brother Jacob. Shabbat shalom to the family. Honor, humility, STL, Order Melchizedek, Sect of the Nazarene, Hebrew Israelite Radio Network, House of Zion Homeschool, and the list goes on, man. Pray for your family. We appreciate all your prayer and support. You feel me? I got our beloved brethren, Gaza City Gideon, been Israel in the building. You feel me? Bringing in the Shabbat. We got some more family on the way. And y'all see the title, man, Women of the Scripture, Weak Vessels of the Most High. And it's to encourage the sisters. You feel me? Because look, we get, well, I can't speak for all the brothers, but I catch a rap as if I'm, you know, he's chauvinistic, brother. Yeah. Too hard. Yeah, you too. I get that all the time too. You too hard or whatever. But it ain't look, there's never nothing like that. Don't get it twisted. We're not promoting Ike Turnerism. You feel me? Beating your women and all that. Nah, I ain't getting all that. That's madness. You dig? That's madness. You dig? But the way you speak and come off can still have people in their spirit like he's just too harsh. You dig? And some of the brothers catch that in his hour, and it's really because before the camera came on, we was talking as you know what I'm saying? I speak as a man, but I believe it's really because Israel is still in search of their identity and the roles that they're supposed to play. We have who we are, you feel me? But the roles that we're supposed to play, we've been so far removed from it that claiming it again is going to be a war, man. You're going to have hell doing that. Feel me? Because you're dealing with correction of mindset. Matter of fact, give me Romans 12 first, and we go to Judith. Give me Romans 12, 1 and 2. And let's go back to what I was saying, sis, about the transformation of mind. We dealing with, when we talk about our people being reborn, born again, or whatever, you speaking of a transformation of one's mindset. You feel me? It's the same. Well, you don't have the same body when you was 3, but it's the same soul you got. You understand? But you operate under a different mindset. So you think different, speak different, move different. See what I'm saying? So the first thing that must happen for us to operate as that righteous nation, we got to change our mental. Our mindset is all jacked up. You feel me? Like you ain't check your thoughts. Everything that comes to your head, you just act on it. You feel me? You don't never ponder like, dang, is that from the Most High? Is that from the adversary? What is that? You feel me? Is that tempting me to go against the Most High? Is that inspiring me to do something righteous? We never, like, you just, thoughts come in your head, and a lot of times if they too evil, you just ignore them. You feel me? You don't even rebuke it. Like, look, get behind me. That's the devil. Get behind me. Yet, no, you can't sit here. All right. So look, Romans 12, we're going to deal with the transformation of one's mind first. Romans 12, 1 and 2, I believe it is.
Romans 12, verse 1 and verse 2. I beseech ye, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of God, that ye present your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto God, which is your reasonable service.
Yeah, present your bodies as a living sacrifice. And look, a lot of people got skills, but a lot of people ain't willing to sacrifice, like give up something to gain something greater on the back end. You feel me? A lot of people got skills and they able to do this and do that. When it come down, like, would you give something up? and go through whatever fiery trial you got to go through, like Job. Feel me? Like any of the great men in the Bible. Messiah too had to sacrifice, right? All right. Now, are you willing to present your life like that to your body? And it says that's just your reasonable service. That's reasonable. You gotta be willing to give something up for something higher than yourself. Like, yeah, that makes sense. Feel me? Come on, Hebrew. What it say?
Verse 2.
Yeah.
And be not conformed to this world.
Don't be conformed, or you know what I'm saying, trying to get along with this world. All right, go ahead.
But be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind.
Be transformed by the renewing of your mind. That go for it. He ain't just talking to the men, he talking to the women too. We talking about being born again, Remember Nicodemus was like, I can't crawl back into my mama's womb. So now we ain't talking about a physical rebirth then. Can't be talking about that if you can't crawl back into your mama's womb and come back out. Right? He said, no, you have to be born from above. Right? Born again meaning born from above. Meaning what? Your mind has been transformed. The rest of your life, you live it dedicated to serving the Most High. No matter what, things happen. Things happen. But you got to be set on this. Be ye renewed by the transformation of your mind. What else you say, bro?
And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God.
Yeah, that's how you prove the acceptable, perfect will of the Most High. By transforming your mind. So your mind has to be on one accord with them scriptures right there. The Father, the Word, and the Spirit are one. So the Holy Spirit, or the set apart spirit, is not about to have you feeling something or doing something that's contrary to his word. Because the Father, Word, and his Spirit are one. Right? So we have to be renewed by the transformation of our mind by being in subjection to this right here. That's what it come down to. All right. So we're gonna go to Judges, the 4th chapter. We're gonna read about a sister named Deborah, who was a prophetess, who was a judge. You understand? And that's why it's always good to balance out, because some people teach that women are, my sister said it earlier, spittle, aren't important in the scripture, which is impossible. How we got all these babies around here? But that's what I'm saying. But even you trip off the woman's role, like the woman is the first, that they're the first teachers, nurturers of our children, the first teachers. You understand? That's a crucial role when it comes down to the survival of a nation. That's a crucial role when it comes down to the survival of a nation. You're talking about the first nurturers and the first teachers of the nation are actually the women. That's powerful. That ain't nothing to look at like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Again, we're dealing with mindset. So we about to read about this sister right here and notice how her mind is different than the average mindset here in what you would call Babylon. It's not the same. So if the sisters want the Most High to deal with them like this, you feel me? They want to be called holy women of the Most High, and it's a mindset. They got to transform themselves. Same boo-boo, but different mindset. That mind has to be renewed. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you don't want the Most High to deal with you, and you cool just, shooting the breeze and figuring your own way out of this thing, then, continue on doing what you're doing. But if you like, look, I actually want to model myself after someone that the Most High was dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Let's hit some examples and go through. Let's look at mindset. All right, go ahead, Hebrew. Let's get it. Hey, start at verse 1. Verse 1. We want to go into this.
Judges chapter 4, verse 1. And the children of Israel again did evil in the sight of the Lord.
No, that's something in our history, our DNA. We always go against the Most High after He do something good for us. That good come, we forget. All right, go ahead, Hebrew.
When Ehud was dead, And the Lord sold them unto the hand of Jabin, king of Canaan, that reigned in Hazor, the captain of whose host was Sisera.
Sisera, huh? Where you at? Judges 4?
Judges 4,
what verse?
2.
Verse 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, Sisera. Go ahead, Hebrew.
Which dwelled in Harashah of the Gentiles.
So you got a situation where Israel went against the Most High, and He allowed our enemies to rule over us once again. So in between Egypt and Assyria was a whole bunch of different captivities going on. Most High redeem us, and then we'll get put right back into slavery. Notice that the Most High sold them. All right, go ahead, Doc.
Verse 3.
Yeah.
And the children of Israel cried unto the Lord, for he had 900 cherubims. He had 900 chariots of iron, and 20 years of a mighty oppression oppressed the children of Israel.
So this was a 20-year bid. It wasn't like a weekend. This was major. 20 years, this Canaanite, this heathen was on us. Like 20 years. All right, go ahead, Doc.
And Deborah,
yeah,
a prophetess, the woman, the wife of Lapidah. She judged Israel at that time.
So Deborah was a prophetess, right? Is she single? Is Deborah single? So the mindset, she was a judge. You know what I'm saying? We got laws and we got judges that judge or adjudicate according to that law. Then we got people that execute the judgment. You feel me? So just like you go downtown and you see female judges, you know what I'm saying? Male judges. She was a female judge in Israel, which means she knew the law backwards and forward, right? But the mindset I was going into was about how she got a husband. Her husband gets mentioned, right? So the mindset of, remember, we talking about women that the Most High dealt with, right? So the mindset couldn't have been like today, I don't need no man, right? And that's the mindset today. I don't need a man. But she had a husband, okay? That's the one first thing I wanted to point out. But she was a prophetess and a judge. These are top-notch positions for this sister, ain't it? She's not only a judge, meaning she understands that law backwards and forward, because she's adjudicating over it, right? She's also a prophetess, meaning that the spirit of prophecy is on her. Meaning she get visions from the Most High and tell you, look, this was about to happen. You feel me? She get visions, and whatever she speak, no matter how long it take, it end up coming to pass. You feel me? The Most High say He's gonna pull out His spirit, pour out His spirit on all flesh in the last days. Sons and daughters gonna prophesy and have visions and dream. It's the same spirit. All right. So this wasn't just no average sister. She couldn't be called spittle, right? She had a husband. All right, let's get into it.
Verse 5. And she dwelt under the palm tree of Deborah between Ramon and Bethel in Mount Ephraim. And the children of Israel came up to her for judgment.
For judgment, meaning they had to come to court. You see? They had to come to court. All right, go ahead. Come on, Hebrew.
Verse 6. And she sent and called Barak.
Barak. Like your last president, huh? Barak, go ahead.
Barak, the son of Abinadab, out of Kadesh.
Naphtali.
Out of Kadesh Naphtali, and said unto him, have not the Lord God of Israel commanded, saying, go and draw toward Mount Tabor, and take with thee 10,000 men of the children of Naphtali and of the children of Zebulun.
So she say, Have not the Lord God, Yah Elohim of Israel, commanded, saying, go and draw toward Mount Tabor, and take with thee 10,000 men of the children of Naphtali and the children of Zebulun. So she telling Barak, right, who actually was like the general of God's army at that time. Didn't God command you? This a prophetess and a judge in Israel. That's a sister that the Most High dealing with, right? She had to remind this brother, the Most High commanded you to take 10,000 soldiers and get on over to the Mount Tabor of Naphtali and Zebulun. So the fact that she even had to remind him means what? Here, grab a door for me, y'all. The fact that she even had to remind him, you understand, means that he was being slack in what he was doing. He was being real slack. You dig? Shalom, Hebrew. Shalom, shalom, shalom. That means he was being slack. You see? Because she said, didn't the Most High command you to do that? Take 10,000 of Zebulun and Naphtali, right? Judges chapter 4. Come on, Hebrew. Verse 7.
Verse 7.
Yeah.
And I will draw unto thee to the river of Kishon. So
Sisera,
the captain of Jabin army with the chariots and the multitude, and I will deliver him unto thine hand.
I will deliver him into thine hand. So she telling him what the Most High had already promised. Shalom. She telling him what the Most High had already promised. Did not tell you, or didn't the Most High tell you to go on over there and take 10,000 of this tribe, 10,000 of that tribe? You understand? Go to Mount Tabor, draw near. You already got the victory. You already got it. But she had to remind him because what? He was being slack on what he was supposed to be doing. So if you don't do what you're supposed to do, the Most High gonna send word through a whole nother way. End up being a woman this time. All right. Go ahead, Hebrew.
Verse 8. And Barak said unto her, if thou would go with me, then I will go. But if thou would not go with me, then I will not go.
So you got him, the war general over Israel, Barak. He just told Deborah, the prophetess, that look, if you go, I'll go to war. He's feeling like he's putting conditions. He put conditions on the Most High's commandment. You see that? He said, if you go, I'll go. But if you ain't going, I ain't going. So examine the mindset of Barak. What's his mindset here? Is he all the way in on what God commanded him? He can't be. Because for one, the Most High already commanded him, right? He didn't act on it. The spirit jumped on the woman, Deborah. She tell him, didn't the Most High God command you to take 10,000 soldiers from Zebulun and Naphtali, go over to Mount Tabor? You already got the battle won. He said, I'll go if you go. He's saying this to the woman, Deborah. I'll go to war if you go with me. But if you don't go, I'm not going.
She had no faith.
Yeah.
You see, he didn't have no faith.
She had more.
He didn't have no faith. He was weak in faith, weak in belief. And he started putting stipulations on the commandment of the Most High. She like, look, this is what it is. You feel me? This is what it is. Once you commanded this, what you stalling for? So we dealing with the topic is women of the scripture, weaker vessels of the Most High. It's a situation where a woman had to stand up, right? And she had a top position in Israel. She was a judge and a prophetess, right? So sisters can start aspiring to have these type mindsets. And this is sister talking to the general of God's army about war. She ain't talking about getting her nails done and we ain't had no time. We ain't spent no time together. So you feel me? You can only imagine. It mentioned her husband, so she had a husband, but she had a job to do. You see what I'm saying? And if you a judge, you ain't no way, form, or fashion can you be emotional. It's some judgments in here you had you like, dang, that's deep. And she a judge, so she couldn't take no bribes or pervert judgment. She had to execute, right? So we dealing with her, even though she's a woman of the Most High, a weaker vessel of the Most High, this is someone that the Most High used, right? What's her mindset? Come on, Hebrew.
Verse 9. And she said, I will surely go with thee.
I'll go to war with you. Trip off that. It's a sister. Today, like, no, I don't want to mess up my nails and my hair. I ain't went shopping yet. Sister said, I'll go with you for sure. Surely. Go ahead.
Notwithstanding the journey that thou takest shall not be for thine honor. For the Lord shall sell Sisera into the hands of a woman. And Deborah arose and went with Barak to Kadesh.
Because she was a prophet. She was a prophetess. So she said, all right, look, I'm going to go. But because you lacking faith, the honor will not be given to you for this. It'll be given to a woman. You lack faith. You putting stipulations on the charge and command of the Most High. You understand? So this ain't never to make the sisters feel like spittle or roadkill, right? But even Deborah had to play her role because it mentioned her husband.
Yeah.
That's the wife of so-and-so right there. That's judge over Israel. That's the prophetess. And she dialoguing with the war general about going to war. It's all right, I'll go to war with you. But a woman gonna get the honor.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, Hebrew.
Verse 10.
Yeah.
And Barak called Zebulun and Naphtali to Kadesh. And he went up with 10,000 men at his feet. And Deborah went up with him. And, wait a minute, my bad. 11. Now, he bore the Kenite, which was of the children of Hobab, the father in law of Moses,
right?
Had served himself.
Severed himself.
Wait a minute.
You got it. Come on.
Severed himself from the Kenites and pitched his tent unto the plain of
what you say? Come on.
Zanim.
Come on.
Zanim, which is by Kadesh.
Come on.
And they showed Sisera that Barak, the son of Abenam, was gone up to the Mount Tabor, and Sisera gathered together all the chariots, even 900 chariots of iron, and all the people that were with him, from Harash, of the Gentiles, unto the river of Kishon.
That's right. Come on.
And Deborah said unto Barak.
There go Deborah again. What she got to say to the general of God's army at this point? Go ahead.
Up for this day, in which the Lord have delivered Sisera unto thine hand, is not the Lord gone out before thee? So Barak went down from Mount Tabor, and 10,000 men after him.
So she prophesied and said, the Most High didn't deliver this into your hand. Well, handle your business. Come on out.
And the Lord discomforted Sisera and all the chariots and all his hosts with the edge of the sword before Barak.
Yeah, because we wrestle not against flesh and blood. Spiritual wickedness. You understand? In high places. You got the Most High and the Spirit. They're battling for them. You understand? To where he discomforted. Come on now.
So that Sisera lighted down off the chariot and fled away on foot.
You got to get up out of there. You know what I'm saying? It's too hot up here. It's time to flee. Let me go. Now, what happens to this guy here? Right? Sisera. What happens to him? Come on.
And Barak pursued after the chariot. And Barak pursued after the chariots and after the host unto Harosheth, the Gentiles, and all the hosts of Sisera, fallen upon the edge of the sword.
All of them got put down, fell upon the edge of the sword. He fleeing, all his army get put down. Right? Come on now.
And there was not a man left.
Oof.
Howbeit, Sisera fled away on his feet to the tent of Jael, the woman of Heber, the Kennet, for there was a peace between Jabin, the king of Hazor, and the house of Heber, the Kennet.
Yeah, so he's saying like he fled, he thought he found safety. Right? Now, notice at the beginning, remember the prophecy is that because you lack faith, this glory is going to be given into the hands of a woman. Right? So the Most High discomfited the battle, all the army gets slain, the captain or the general of that army is running, and he thought he found safe haven. Right? He runs into the tent of Heber, the Kenite, but his wife was in there, Jael. Now the Kenites go all the way back to Moses' father-in-law and all that. That's how that lineage come down. So they close family, right? Go ahead, what happened?
Verse 18.
Yeah.
And Jael went out to meet Sisera. Boy, I keep getting that name wrong.
Sisera. Yeah.
Sisera. And said unto him, turn in, my lord.
Turn in, my master. That's, you know, so made it even more easier for him. Oh, I gotta be cool. She told me, come on in. I'm good. Yeah. I thought you found safety. Come on in. One thing we do when we read the scriptures, we always, a lot of times, if you don't stay focused, you forget the beginning of the story. Right? The word of the Most High has to be played out. It said the glory was going to a woman because the man lacked the faith. And he started putting conditions on God's commandments. I'll go if you go. What that sound like? Like you the general. Yeah, the prophetess that told, like, look, you already even got word. All you gotta do is show up and battle over. You just gotta believe and go. But he's so noodle back, and he the general of the army. So if he feared, guess what everybody else gonna do? They're gonna be fearful. It's contagious. It's like cancer. It spreads throughout the whole camp.
He already put it in my hands when he told her, I go if you go.
Yeah. I'm gonna stall.
Yeah.
See, he stalled on the command. He supposed to have been over there. But he stalled. So she had to remind him and say, ain't you supposed to be the Most High commands you? She got specific. Take 10,000 of Zebulun and 10,000 of Naphtali and go to Mount Tabor. What's wrong with you? What is you like? What are you doing? You feel me? I'll go if you go. Yeah. You feel me? And that's something we can't have that in this hour, man. That's one thing we can't have, even though it's prevalent, even though it's running out here.
Could it be because he knew that the Lord was with her and her position as being the general, then I'll go with you.
Yeah, look, he knew the Most High was with her, but he had already been commanded by the Most High. You feel me? The Most High with you. You feel me? She came as a reminder, like, hey, you stalling over her.
She been told him, like, go ahead and go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what is you? I'll go if you go. Nah, go ahead and go.
Yeah, you
Well,
supposed
you take your brother instead of taking the woman when you walk. Why would you want to take her?
because he knew the Most High God was with her.
Right.
He knew the Most High God was with her. You know what I'm saying? Like the Most High deals with her. So that's why what would make look, that's a major position. He ain't just no foot soldier. He a general.
Right.
And she's like, why the army ain't gone yet? You got the command over the entire army of Israel. What you doing? Not not nowhere near worshiping. You feel me? Yeah, he lacked faith. He was a noodle back. Yeah. You thinking the Most High command, you like, in other words, whenever we as men sit on the command of the Most High and start doing loopholes and searching for loopholes and stipulations, that's the spirit you coming in.
You get to talking what is.
Yeah. You come in the spirit of Barak,
What if
right?
I go out here with 20,000, I lose about 15.
Yeah. You start doubting the Most High.
Yeah.
Like even when you dealing with boxing, like Floyd Mayweather don't get in that ring thinking he gonna lose.
Yeah.
He getting there like, look, fight already over. Like the full confidence and faith. Now trip off that. Now our faith and belief is in the Most High.
Right.
You dig? The power of all powers. And he say, look, just show up. And the war is over. You know what I'm saying? The one scripture we read a couple weeks ago in class, he put the choir out there in front of the army. He say, blow the trumpets and play the tambourines. And by the time they got to the battle, the entire army was dead that they was coming to fight. You just had to show up, right? But because you lack the faith, you understand, the Most High word will never come back void. Like, dang, it ain't no man. All the men lack faith. But what about the women? You feel me? The Most High word never come back void. If you sit on something, I done watched that happen before. I done watched the brother get an idea and he sit on it, and the Most High hit somebody else with the same idea, and they ain't even talk. You know what I'm saying? I done seen it happen before.
All the time.
Yeah. Come on, Hebrew, let's get it. We'll be at verse what?
Verse 18.
Yeah.
And Jael went out and met Sisera and said unto him, turn in, my Lord.
Come on in here, my Lord. Come on.
Turn in to me. Fear not. And when he had turned in unto her, unto the tent, she covered him with a mantle.
It's like a little rug, a little blanket or something. You know what I'm saying? Get comfortable. You know, you've been out there going to war. And you know, women always got women naturally have that interior decorating, they got that and gone with it. So, in other words, you feel me? A woman know how to make the mood comfortable. You dig? Y'all masters at that. Come over there with candles burning and, you know, rugs out. And it just set off right. Colors, all the colors are soothing. You're like, let me take my shoes off around here. So she covers them up with a rug or a mantle. Come on in. Oh, you've been fighting a war. It's all good. Here, take this. Cover on up. What else she do?
Verse 18.
Yeah.
And he said unto her, give me, I pray thee, a little water to drink, for I am thirsty. And she opened a bottle of milk.
Bottle of who?
A bottle of milk.
I thought he just asked for water. She gives him milk. Go ahead.
And gave him drink. And covered him.
Boy, she gave him milk, like my brother said. Milk make you tired, especially warm. Well, she probably gave him some warm milk. Yeah. He just asked for water. She brings milk out. You know what I'm saying? Made him a bottle. Rocked him to sleep. You feel me? She rocked him to sleep. Yeah. Made him comfortable. Guards all the way down. What happened on the Game of Thrones, bro?
Oh boy. The eunuch was going around, they was going around trying to find comfort. They would go to Barak. And one of the main killers or whatever, you know, he was trying to find like this some sort of ease, some sort of like relief. You know, Barak, women was saying him lullaby. He went up in there and, you know what I'm saying, got real comfortable. Old girl started to sing him a lullaby, and next thing you know, he got his whole throat slit. I was like,
put your guards down.
Man, I was like, man, that got real.
Real quick. Yeah.
Check this out.
You like, dang, it's time to be calm.
Just got slain. What you doing, coach?
Yeah. I know you're tired. He said, man, I need water. She done gave him milk. Rock you on to sleep real quick.
He was thirsty. He got milk in the middle of the heat. It's over.
It's over. Right, come on. What else say, my brother?
20.
Yeah.
Again, he said unto her, stand in the door of the tent, and it shall be when any man doeth come and inquire of thee, and say, wait a minute, and say, is there any man here? Then thou shalt say, no. Then Jael, Heber's wife, took a nail of the tent, and took a hammer in her hand, and went softly unto him, and smote the nail into the temple,
into his temples,
and fastened it unto the ground.
His head was stuck on the ground.
That's one of them long tent stakes too.
Yeah.
You feel me? She was willing to go that far to put down an enemy of God. You feel me? Like, you feel me? Her mindset was totally different than what you run into today. You wouldn't even see all that. It wouldn't be like, no, boy, we can't do all that. Don't do all that. I'm just going into we talking about women that God dealt with. We talking about Deborah, we talking about Jael. Like, when you done talking, she got her ink. She's in the Bible. She's famous. You know what I'm saying? It just was a certain mindset that brothers and sisters had back then. That we still so far off the mark.
It was doing
fighting to get there. Come on, what else to say?
4. He was fast asleep and worried, so he died. And behold, as Barak pursued Sisera, Jael came out to meet him and said unto him, come, and I will show thee the man whom thou seekest.
She's like, I got his body over here. Already taken up. The glory been given into the hand of a woman, because Barak at the beginning lacked the faith. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, the sister should never feel that the Bible belittles you. You feel me? It just perfect the role that you were made to play. That's right. Perfect it. Be this cold at it. You know what I'm saying? To where if somebody came in that castle and that king ain't home, you feel me? He's still dealing with an assassin. You feel me? It's gonna be a problem. You come on up in there. We got babies and all that up in this. What you think this about? You thought we was some old chumps around here, huh? No, that's the next line of defense. If the man get took out, the woman gotta be ready to rock. Gotta be ready to rock. And gotta be that loyal right there. Gotta be that loyal. You know what I'm saying? That's what a mindset we're fighting to get back. You don't even hear that today, boy. Soon you hear something to go sideways, it's over. Huh? You ain't get the memo, you get dumped over a text message today, boy. It's over. This is not working out. It's over. Like, dang, I didn't get the memo. Then you get on Facebook and it say single. Like, dang, what happened that quick? Hey, mindset is what we talking about, though. That's a major mindset right there. That's somebody the Lord was dealing with. You feel me? But understood. Like, look, yeah, the women should be aiming to be like that. You know what I'm saying? I know that she's at home. Jael would have never been able to do this if she was running the streets. She was at home. Come on in, my master. She was where she's supposed to. Today is looking at this tab. I'm at the house, and look, if she wasn't never at home, that bastard would have never got killed. Or put down. You understand? So again, mindsets. Go ahead, my sister.
Say that Abigail was like that, and that she not went out with David.
Yeah.
Then that whole house was just like,
Yeah.
I was on my way to kill
Yeah.
everybody.
He was everything. He about to lay everything.
Against the wall.
Yeah. All the males in your family. All the seed carriers.
Anybody who pisses against the wall.
Yeah, that's in the Bible. That's in the Bible. Every male. Yeah, if you Google pisseth against the wall, all Bible verses gonna come up. Yeah. And to this day we do that when we go into the bathroom, stand up urinals and all that. Yeah, you still doing that.
When you go outside.
Yeah. Yeah. Water right there. All right, go ahead and finish that off, and then we're gonna get another famous sister in the scriptures. You understand? And look, it's all good. We pray our sisters strive to be after these examples. Because these are sisters the Most High dealt with. These are sisters that got their ink. Like, we ain't even got ours yet. But you reading about them. You feel me? They famous.
And they do they play.
Yeah, that's all it come down to. And whatever, like, look, I can't be mad about the role I'm supposed to play. I gotta just fall in love with it and embrace it, and to the best of my ability, perfect it. That's what it is. You feel me?
Play your role, you gotta role.
Yeah. Same with the women. Like, man, that's amazing. Like, I mean, it's very powerful. Yeah.
A lot of us will get the scripture because we don't want to accept the role, but don't know how powerful it is.
It's a very powerful role.
It's like chess, man.
It's so powerful. Y'all determine if the nation live or die. It's right in your hands. You know what I'm saying? It's right in your hands, man. So that's nothing to be looked at again as if, like, okay, well, the scriptures say I'm a man's possession. So that mean like oily car rag. That mean like toilet bowl. That mean like, you understand? It's many things that the man possesses that he takes care of. You feel me? His house, his cars. He even put insurance on them. You feel me? Make sure everything, like, you feel me? His woman is his most prized possession. That's what it come down to. God's most prized possession is Israel. You see? It's just what it is. So it's like either we gonna perfect the role that we were created to do, or we gonna complain our way into the lake of fire. And that's scary. Because again, we're dealing with judges, right? The boy was a judge. If you was in violation, male or female, you feel me? And she pronounced it, guess what? The executioners, they toe tag him back and get him out of here. Caught a shirt like they got a deputy sheriffs and all them in court today. The judge hit that bang, that's what it is. Next. And then the sheriffs come through the side door, grab you on up. You feel me? She was a judge. She had the sentence, the divine sentence of God in her mouth. Oh, wait. And she was a prophet. That's major. Sisters, I ain't to be that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't to be wisdom personified. That's powerful. Because even wisdom is called, look, wisdom is, I came out the mouth of the Most High. And wisdom is called a she throughout the scriptures.
Yes, I wonder how many women actually fast for their husband and pray and cover them as they go out. Like when they go down to pray, we should be going down to prayer as well. With them. They in the script, we should be in the script just as hard as they are.
That's a good question.
Because I had a client, she was saying that she was praying for her husband. I know she ain't married, but she was saying, no, I'm praying for him, even though I'm not married yet and haven't met him, but I'm yet praying for him. I was like, that was deep.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I've been fasting praying for him this day. I haven't met him yet, but God knows who he is, and I'm praying for him.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Even the sister, we're gonna go to Abigail after this. He had a husband. If you want to call anybody a devil, it would have been him. It called this man the son of Belial. That means the son of the devil. His parents named him fool. His name is Nabal in Hebrew. It means fool. He was a very rich fool. You understand? But she still had to have his back even when he was tripping and drunk over there.
So no matter your position, what you think, what you manage, what you do with.
It's all about action.
It's
Everything about action. You know
That's
what
a
I'm
prime
saying?
example on how you got people saying, my husband ain't acting right, or he ain't down with this. Then that's the example that the scripture's giving you. Whatever going in life, the scripture got it. So that's your example.
Yeah.
You gotta stay a woman of God, you gotta continue to pray. Even when he's out of
Yeah.
He's out of his way.
Yeah. Because look, true about this. We expect the children to do the same thing.
Yes, we have.
You feel me?
Yeah.
We expect the children to do the same thing. And look, we tell them obey 24/7. We don't give them a day off to be wicked. Do the children get a day off to be wicked? Let's be evil today. Nah.
You saying it's order.
It's order, man.
So I guess like listen, that as she was giving, you know, this dude follower, you know what I'm saying, to ease him and soothe him. You know what I'm saying? Likewise, it could be for, you know, kids, you know, we going through some stuff and, you know, we facing troubles and, you know what I'm saying, we looking for
Comfort.
Yeah.
Comfort. You feel me? Because look, a lot of brothers I know be at war every day out in the streets. You feel me? In their mind, even it be all type of little confrontations going on. That's the last thing he need to hear when he comes to the crib. Man, look, he gonna go find him some peace. He gonna need, you feel me? He need to be able to be like, man. You feel me? That's just what's needed. It's so much war and distress going on out here. That's what's needed. Comfort. You can't go to war at home, dude. You what? I ain't going to the crib.
Right.
All right, come on, let's get the rest of this.
Finish to 22.
Yeah.
And when he came unto her tent, behold, Sisera was laid dead, and the nail was in his temple.
Ooh, that's a long boy there, because they got to go through both sides of your temples, through the ground, deep enough into the ground to fasten you there. That's a long tent stake, boy.
He felt all that, dog.
She probably.
He felt all that, dog.
What?
He probably was still on the ground twitching, dog. Like,
Look at your head and then think about that.
You know what I'm saying? I got a big head, boy. You already know. That's what I'm saying. Dang. And that deal, boy. That deal about 3 feet long. What, dude?
And then she fastened him into the ground. Dog.
Yeah.
Like, I'm talking about he was stuck on that show he was thinking.
Yeah. I mean, she struck with super precision.
Just
Yelled out. She was coming down.
Wow. A puddle full of blood, hit still twitching on the ground. Oh, man.
Power of God that got in her hand. Because as being the weaker vessel, where did the strength come from? It came from the Most High God. So as she, that was God. Just,
right. And now look, and that was the enemy. That was the enemy of the Most High God. You dig? Now you could even, the sisters could even look at it as if that was the enemy looking for a husband. You feel me? You dig? Like she was strategic with it. Yeah. She went out there like, man, you got me messed up. Nigga, you better. She like, oh, look at this chump something. Come on in. Do you need something to drink? Look, come on in. She had, look, in her mind, she knew, I'm about to make him drop his guards and is off with his head.
Tapestry everywhere.
Yeah.
Which is her strength.
Yeah, that's her strength.
Which is our weakness.
Yeah.
Oh, come
Which is our weakness.
You can have some grapes to drink, some grapes to eat.
It's different.
Yeah.
It's different, man. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Make sure somebody come through that
for a
real.
reason. Helpmate suitable. You know? Like, so y'all ain't no chumps with this. Like, y'all.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah. Very powerful. We gotta understand our positions, man. It's what it is. Go ahead.
Was you gonna hit that address?
Yep. First Ezra. That's first Ezra. We going there too. We going into Judith. We going to Abigail. We gonna hit a whole bunch of different spots and show what it, and then probably end it with the mother and 7 sons. Because her mindset was just like, you feel me? It is what it is. It is what it is. You go on Samson, Shabbat Shalom, bro. I'm with you, bro. Twist that bottom lock for me and walk about her. Samson been Israel in the house.
Yeah, I'm gonna get at you.
Now bottom lock. Twist that back for me. All right, finish that off, bro. Let's get it.
23.
Yeah.
So God subdued on that day Jabin, the king of Canaan, before the children of Israel.
So that was all God's doing. Nobody can say the woman was out of order. Nobody can even say that was the devil. That was the Most High God that put that spirit on that woman she ain't seduce him. She just made him drop his guards. She used her power. What bro say, her femininity, all that estrogen y'all got up in there scientifically. You feel me? Naturally, a man see a beautiful woman and be like, you feel me? He don't be rah like he with the bros. He like, dang, his whole tone changed. How you doing? He could have just been up the street in a shootout, but see a beautiful woman and be like, dang, what's up with you? How you doing? You feel me? Y'all see where y'all power at. So soft answer turns away wrath. You see where your power at. You feel me? That's Proverbs 15. Soft answer turns away wrath. It's looked at as if that's being weak today. No, that's actually powerful. It's powerful. You got to learn to use it, right? Go ahead. So God subdued on that day Jabin, the king of Canaan, before the children of Israel. Verse 24.
And the hand of the children of Israel prospered and prevailed against Jabin, the king of Canaan, until they had destroyed Jabin, the king of Canaan.
So it said not only that, Israel's hand prospered against our enemies at that time because of that mighty act right there. And that was by the Most High. So when you slow down and read these scriptures about Deborah and about Jael, slow down and read them and then examine their mindset. What was they on? Dang, that's crazy. Could I have done that? You feel me? Could I have went to war with the war general of Israel? You know what I'm saying? Could I have been? Could I have laid my emotions aside and judged Israel with the divine judgments of the Most High God? You understand? These women the Most High dealt with. And the women are called weaker vessels, but nonetheless still vessels. A vessel is something you use to serve you. You understand? So weaker don't mean weak like insignificant. You understand? It's just when it comes to men, y'all are, right? But that don't mean you're not powerful. If anybody here play chess, they know what's the most powerful piece on the chessboard. Obey it. You gonna be quiet on this? Huh? Brother play chess all the time. Now he quiet. The queen, the most powerful piece on the chessboard. But the game ain't over till you checkmate the king. But the queen is the most powerful. If you use the queen right, she'll destroy the entire army over there. As we about to read in the book of Judith. Next. If you use that queen right, she's a force to be reckoned with because she can move anywhere. Based off the power and what my brother say, the femininity or the estrogen, they scientifically call it, based off what y'all got. You feel me? You can get through doors we can't get through. Right? You just call to remember your place. Now, either you're going to be a virtuous, righteous daughter of Zion, or you're going to fake the funk. That's what it's going to come down to. Now, if you want to be somebody the Most High God deal with, you can't fake the funk. You got to be all the way in. You know what I'm saying? Even when your emotions seem compromised, you like, let me check that. You dig? Because this next sister we finna read about, husband died And she didn't even go get with nobody else after that. She was perfectly in her right to do that. She was so dedicated, she was like, I'm good. I'm fasting every day except for the Sabbath and feast days. I ain't putting on my going out clothes no more. I'm in my garments of widowhood. I'm good. You feel me? I'm one man in, one man out. You feel me? You're talking about mindset. What we're talking about, because
like that,
but when you wanted to word,
That's exactly why we're doing this now.
yeah, because we want to deal with the whole thing is to get the sisters to realize the power that they have, but in its proper order. Right now, y'all power is being used out of order. I'm talking about majority. It's being used out of order. It's being used to destroy, you feel me, to destroy houses. Because the power ain't being harnessed in the right way. It's very powerful. A wise woman builds a house. A foolish woman tears it down. That's Proverbs, right? It's power in y'all position. It's just it ain't realized and it ain't harnessed because of this Babylonian mindset. You think weak mean insignificant. On the same level as my toilet bowl. Like y'all need to get away from any Negro talking like that. That's not what it is. You understand? The Most High will use y'all daughters. But are you gonna be prepared to be that vessel to be used when he come knocking? Or you gonna allow your judgments to cloud, your emotions to cloud the judgments of the Most High?
Fall in love with the scripture. The scripture gonna give you that strength to do it all.
Yeah.
All of it.
Yeah. Because the adversary slick, he come in all shape, all shapes and sizes and forms, relationships, all type of stuff, man.
They ain't following the scripture. They following the man, and it's barely picking this up. They doing this because this is what the man doing.
Mm.
So
That's what you see, Shebrew?
That's what
They
it is.
not
They not following this. They following the man that does it.
And I think some listeners don't realize that.
That's
That
the truth.
they actually do worship their man. You know what I'm saying? They do worship their man. That's something they probably do have a love for the Most High, but they do put that man above him.
Ooh,
And then it clouds their judgment as a woman as far as what they role, you know what I'm saying, as far as what their role is. And grasping that wisdom and how they supposed to play.
I feel that.
And to add to that. And I speak as a woman because I feel like I did that coming into this walk. As matter of fact, now I feel like I did do that. You know what I'm saying? And that's not taking anything away from my husband. You know what I'm saying? But I had to learn myself.
But see, I see a lot of women that do that now. They see a man of God, they like, oh yeah. But I know he ain't not gonna mess with me unless I get down with this. Right. So this not your first love. Your thing is to get in this so you can get the man. And then once you get the man, it's like, oh, I ain't trying to do all that.
I ain't trying to do all that.
So now you riding the line. That's why I asked the question to my clients, like, name 3 things that you want God to do. And all of them be, I want a husband first, I want some money, and I want a house. Them be the main 3 things. And then they might say God near the end, and the Lord say, they answers where they want life. I should be first. And that's just how it is. I asked a whole lot of them. I had that question up on the board for a long time, about 2 weeks. And every time we ask somebody questions, and we put that on their mind, I'm like, well, why wasn't God first? Your heart is where your answer lies, where your heart is.
Right.
So you want that man first before you want God. And then when you get him and it's a righteous man of God, you don't want to follow the laws because you're against this for real. Say what you really want for real. Because if you want it, you'll get down in it, and then you'll be their wisdom to your husband. Your husband will looking for it. He wouldn't be speaking on a second wife or none of that if you handle your business. You wouldn't have time for that. Because you're going to give them all that answer. So we out of order. Totally out of order. We so off base. We are really behind the man. The man, everybody always say that's the old saying. strong woman, strong man behind a strong man is a strong woman.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Then they play around. This is not what they really want. And that's why marriages is not working.
Yeah.
That's why everything is upside down. That ain't what they really want.
He ought to scratch it. What you ought to scratch it for, man? You all good, brother? Hitting the nail right on the head up.
Yeah, man. Because, I mean, us speakers, man, like on the flip side, I've done that, like, to get at a woman. You know, even when I was younger, like in my adolescence, you know, in church, I said, women like, oh, yeah, I left for quote unquote love and Christianity. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, how the hell when she gets saved? Before she gets saved. She might not even do it when she gets saved. Vain purposes, like y'all saying, like, yeah, I'm only gonna, you know, get this to get, you know, the certain allotments, like the prosperity part, but I don't want to do the walk. I don't really want to do it. You know, I'm just in it for the draw. Yeah. Like, yeah.
Temporary benefits at that. Temporary. It's only temporary gratification.
Man, you realize, man, I got a whole dragon. Yeah, I got a whole dragon. Or it's like, you know what? I ain't, man. Man, when she asking for me, man, I wasn't looking for all that.
You ignoring phone calls? No.
Yeah, what you mean ring? No, just hold on. Man, I ain't trying, no, we ain't married. I'm trying to see something. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I did.
You definitely can understand. You feel me? Your intentions, and your sincerity got to be right on point, man. When you come to serve the Most High, if not, you'll be exposed. You'll be exposed. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean certain things ain't gonna be said about you, but the Most High got a peculiar way of like exposing bad spirits that's around. You feel me? He got a. It's peculiar, and it always happens. You be like it be jaw dropping. Like, dang. I know y'all seen that.
Right, and even if it ain't like with outside people, it's just you internally, like, you know what I'm saying? Like when you go to bed at night or when you look in the mirror, you got shit, like, yeah, you know what it is.
Yeah. You can try to ignore it all you want.
It's on your mind.
All right, let's get into this Judith, man. The book of Judith. Again, y'all see the title: Women of the Scripture, Weaker Vessels of the Most High. You dig? But nonetheless, they're vessels. Judith out the Apocrypha. Judith out the Apocrypha. We're starting in chapter 8. We're gonna start in chapter 8. What we gonna do with Bobo? Is it missing a TH? It's missing a TH. It's all good. Shout out to Ashmo in the building. Yeah, Ashmo on the live chat. Shalom, bro. What it do? Yeah, you would like a topic like this, Ashmo. Oh, I'm already here. Know how it go down. All right, we're gonna start Judith chapter 8. All right, let's start at verse 1. Let's get some history, and then we're gonna jump up and we're gonna show this sister that the Most High used. Right? We read at the end of that Judges chapter 4 that was the Most High's doing. They put the spirit on Jael to, you feel me, comfort this guy who was the enemy of the Most High. He asked for water, gave him milk, rocked him to sleep, and then rocked him to sleep. Real talk. And look, for anybody say that's too harsh, God put the spirit on her to do that. You know what I'm saying? So then it really make you like readjust your mindset about who your God really is. Yeah. I think, what if that's okay? Say that's one of the enemies of your husband coming to the crib. You feel me? To get him. You know what I'm saying? You got children up here and all that. Like, you got, like, the next line of defense is the wife. The woman. She gotta be ready to rock. You know what I'm saying? And that's so now we also see loyalty in the picture. Loyalty is major. Loyalty actually what makes you family. Loyalty. blood, you related to blood, but everybody ain't loyal. When you loyal, you actually family at that point. You're loyal. You know what I'm saying? And you only can check loyalty through actions. Like, dang, when that situation happened, that didn't look good. Your part. You know what I'm saying? When that happened, that didn't look good. Sometimes it's character building or whatever, but loyalty is major, major. Like if he ain't at home, you feel me, and the enemy come, he got to know the house is still well protected. Still well protected when you're done talking. Feel me? All right, come on, Hebrew. Let's get Judith, chapter 8.
Judith chapter 8, verse 1.
Yeah, start at verse 1. Let's get her done. Going down online today, boy. Shalom, family. All praise. All praise to the world. All shalom to the worldwide assembly. All praise to the Most High. Not Judith, sister. Judith. It's in the Apocrypha. Hold it up right there. It's in the Apocrypha or in the 1611 Bible. That's just to say, I can't find Judas. Not Judas. Yeah, not Judas. Judith. Judith. It's in the Apocrypha. Yeah, wasn't he a traitor? He wasn't loyal at all. All right, Judith. We're going to start in chapter 8. All right, start at verse 1, my brother. Let's get it.
Judith chapter 8, verse 1. Now at that time, Judith heard thereof, which was the daughter of Mary.
It doesn't say, let it roll. Just let it roll. Come on.
Mira, Mamara, how do you pronounce it?
Come on.
The son of Ops, the son of Joseph, the son of Uzziah, the son of Elseah, the son of Ananias, the son of Gideon.
Come on, man. That's your name. Back you go. Come on, Hebrew.
The son of Rifram, the son of Achiel, the son of Alu.
Come on.
The son of Eliab, the son of Nathaniel.
Come on, bro.
The son of Samuel, the son of Salasadai, the son of Israel.
Woo! Verse 2.
And Manasseh was the husband of her tribe and kindred, who died in the barley
harvest. So look, her husband had died while they was harvesting barley. That's usually harvested around Passover time. Barley. The barley crop or whatever. Come on, Hebrew.
But as he stood overseeing them, that bound sheaves in the field, and the heat came upon his head, and he fell on his bed and died in the city of Bethulium.
Yeah.
And they buried him with his father in the field between Dathan,
and Balamo. Verse 4.
So Judith was a widow in her house 3 years and 4 months.
3 years and 4 months without a husband.
Widow.
3 years and 4 months. Was a widow. Y'all know what a widow means, right? It don't mean she's a widow, so she's not even back out here available. Like I'm good. You know what I'm saying? 3 years and 4 months. Trip off her mindset, right? We get in and out of relationships today, be over 1 week and back on the next. Yeah. Yeah, you got you a new boo-boo. Not boo-boo, but got you a new boo-boo. You did? But she, even after the death of her husband, it's been 3 years and 4 months, she still ain't been with nobody else. Mindset. All right, come on, Hebrew, let's get it.
Verse 5.
Yeah.
And she made her tent upon the top of her house, and put on her sackcloth upon her loins, and wore her widow's apparel.
So she wasn't getting dressed up and going out. And, you understand? She just was like, look, I'm good. I'm straight. I'm going to make my tent on top of my house. I'm going to have my widow apparel on. You dig? I'm going to mourn my husband. You understand? I'm going to get closer to the Most High.
Yeah.
I'm just good. I'm cool on all that. Even though by the law, so another man could take her. Her husband's dead.
Right.
You understand? But I'm good. Yeah, focused out there. All right.
Verse 6.
Yeah.
And she fasted all the days of her widowhood,
Oof.
save the eves of the Sabbath.
Yeah.
And the Sabbath,
like Friday evening. So she fasting every day except for the eve of the Sabbath, the actual Shabbat, and all the other Sabbaths. Go ahead.
And the eves of the new moon. And the new moon.
So them Sabbaths too. Go ahead.
And the feast and solemn days of the house of Israel.
So if it wasn't a feast day, a Sabbath day, a new moon, or any of that, she was fast. Regular day, I'm cool. Drinking that. This is a sister who's very disciplined. She ain't a slave to her throat or her belly. You understand? Yeah. Now when you fast like that on the regular, you seeing like you cracking open dimensions.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The ways of the world and have it like, girl, get on back out here and put on that.
Right.
Yeah, I'm cool. You feel me? It's just all about where your mind is. Her mind, like, look, I'm about to draw close to my power. My husband's dead. You know what I'm saying? And she basically controlling all his possessions at this point right here. She's like, I'm cool. I'm gonna serve the Most High. If it ain't a feast day, if it ain't a Shabbat day, if it ain't a new moon, or the eve of one of them, don't offer nothing to me. I'm cool. Focus. Right? Days you hate to be alone today. Oh my God. Huh? You dump today, tomorrow, you be like, I can't sit still. Sit down somewhere. All this moving around for. Sit down. Focus. You feel me? Like, what you so quick to jump back into something? Just sit on down, focus, pray, and meditate. Fast. We talking about sisters that got their ink in the Bible that God dealt with, that did major acts. Right? Or we still just let our emotion cloud our judgment. Wait, where'd you see the sister? How'd she get down? She gets down. Right? Come on, Hebrew, let's get it.
Verse 7.
Yeah.
She was also of a goodly countenance.
Oof.
And very beautiful to behold.
So in other words, like what sisters don't know, when a bruh see a gorgeous or fine woman, the first thing off his lips is, damn. That's the first thing we say.
Boy, beauty turns a nigga's soul, boy.
I'm talking about, who is that? The first thing you say is that, and then the question come out behind it. Who is that? She got a man or something? Like, that's the first thing that a man do. And like my sister saying back there, fast and bring all it out. And bring it out. You feel me? When the sister walking through, they about to go to war. They warring. She walked through. They stopped killing each other. They like, they got the sword up and the text like, man, who is that? Man, who is that? You understand? A beautiful woman will pause a man. Now you forget what you thought about for a second. Like, that was I thinking about talking about something. get myself back together. You feel me? So when it says she's of a goodly countenance and very beautiful, that sister was fine. Very beautiful. Right? Yeah. Look, even more reason for men to be trying to get at her. I'm good. Sit down somewhere and focus. Bobo. Huh? All right, come on. Let's get it.
And her husband Manasseh had left her gold and silver and manservants and maidservants and cattle and land. And she remained upon them.
See, and she had control over all the servants. Man was rich. He had so his wife run it. He had control over all the servants and the cattle and all that. She had rank. This is his possession. You feel me? He left that to her, the gold, the silver, all that. Right? So that means what? When it comes to home economics, running a house, feel me? The economy of how he run this house, she was cold with that. Are you good at home economics? And tomorrow they just teach you in high school.
So they ain't just
no, it ain't just cooking and sewing. You feel me? You talking about, and look, if he living and leaving her all that, more than likely he had several businesses he was running too. Out on trade routes and all that. She had to manage and control and couldn't be lazy. That's the point right there. She couldn't have been lazy either. Beautiful, not lazy, definitely an asset, die hard loyal. Huh? On top of that, she fasting and praying. Almost every day she fasting and praying. Except for on a Sabbath or something. Yeah, well, you know, the sisters need to be reaching for that. That's what I'm talking about. Like, this sister go hard. But you never gonna be that vessel the Most High deal with on that level if you ain't willing to sacrifice. She's like, man, look, I'm not even eating or drinking nothing unless it's Sabbath, new moons, or feast days. That's dedication. That's discipline. That's loyalty. You feel me? That's ingenuity. You gotta know how to run a house. It ain't like she's just her tent. Her tent was on top of the house, but he got all this land and all this cattle and all this silver and all this gold. Everything, the business of the house got to keep going. She got servants she got to feed. She got to make sure they doing their proper work, all that. She kept it going. Yeah. Yeah. And so it's been 3 years and 4 months since he died, and everything's still moving smooth. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, she could have sold all his possessions, whatever. She can do whatever. Yeah.
In order for her to do that, there was a sacrifice that she offered up in order to reach that level of commitment to God. Because having a husband and your flesh is intertwined and knowing one another, and your husband died, then your emotions, your sexual drive, your all of that had to die. So because of her level of love for the Lord, she was willing, you better watch it now, to pay that price to be one with the man.
All praise. Willing to sacrifice, give up what it is.
Yeah.
All right, come on, bro. Let's get it. Where we at? Yeah.
And there was none that gave her an ill word.
Ooh.
For she feared God greatly.
So she wasn't a fire-breathing dragon. She wasn't a woman that pulled down a house. Nobody talked bad about Judith.
Yeah, wasn't nobody running up on her because you know they know, her husband died. You know how they see, like oh, she's vulnerable. No, it wasn't none of that.
Yeah. They can't give her ill word.
I'm
saying can't even give her an ill word. You feel me? Because she handling her business. You feel me? Focus, man. Not like today you turn on World Star Hip Hop and then you try to emanate that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You turn it on, what's that boy named Gucci Mane and his wife, and you try to emanate, like in your mind, you think that's about to be you. Like, stop it.
Yeah, you know how these guys be waiting on, like, oh yeah, dude dead, I'm gonna go get at it. It's like, nah, man, that's a good sister. Like,
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
like that's
Yeah. She feared the Most High, which means she loved him.
Yeah.
That's the beginning of his love and knowledge is his fear. That's the beginning of wisdom.
Yeah.
It's fear. She feared the Most High. Everybody, can't nobody give her ill word because what you gonna point out was she off on?
keep that fool away.
Yeah.
It's gonna keep them guys.
Come on, Hebrew, let's get it.
Verse 9. Now when she heard the evil words of the people against the governor, that they fainted of lack of water, for Judith had heard all the words of that Ozias had spoken unto them, and that he had sworn to deliver the city unto the Assyrians after 5 days.
Now, so Judah heard what? All the words that Ozias had spoken unto them, and that he had swore to turn Israel over to the Assyrians, which was our enemies. So it was a leader of our people, like, look, we outnumbered, we outflanked, right? There's no water. I mean, they cut the water from coming into Jerusalem, right? 5 days, he gonna go ahead and surrender, basically, and bow down. Judith heard this going on. Like, what you mean you about to surrender? Also, what we dealing with another man that lacked faith. Like in Judges 4, Barak lacked faith. I'll go if you go. You feel me? You can learn from every angle of this topic right here. You feel me? Same with him, but dang, since the water cut off and we outnumbered and outflanked, we gonna surrender. Judith, somebody that feared the Most, I heard this and was like, hold on, what? Come on, he wrote.
Verse 10. Then she sent her waiting woman that had the government of all things that she had to call Ozias and
Cabris and Cormus,
the ancients of the city.
So she sent her servant, somebody was like manager over her goods, go holler at them and tell them I'm sending word. We need to rap. All right, go ahead.
And they came unto her, and she said unto them, hear me now, O ye governors of the inhabitants of Bethuselah, for your words that ye have spoken before the people this day are not right.
No, she telling who them words you said. She's saying flat out them words are wrong. Them words are not right, meaning they not sent from the Most High. You about to surrender? Go ahead,
touching this oath which ye made and pronounced between God and you, and have promised to deliver the city to our enemies, unless within these days the Lord turned to help you. And now, who are ye that have tempted God this day, and stood instead of God,
and stand
instead of God,
or in place of God? Go ahead.
Among the children of men.
She's like, who was you to this straight sell out and give up and deliver this city into our enemies? Who were you to stand in the place of God? Oh, we. Woman, shut up! Woman, woman! But even Zipporah had to circumcise Gershom on the way back into Egypt, but Moses would have never made it back to Egypt to holler at Pharaoh. Feel me? Another example of the woman having her husband's back. Loyal. You know what I'm saying? We was gonna get killed on the way back into Egypt because Moses stalled on the commandment. The commandment is circumcise your son. He let his father-in-law tell him, they don't do all that. You get a boy. Right? So he stalled on the commandment, you feel me? And once again, a daughter of Zion had to rescue the day. You see what I'm saying? Your role is powerful. We'd have never been delivered. Look, so we talk about Moses, right? But we'd have never been delivered up out of Egypt had not support circumcised Gershom. Because Moses is gonna get laid down on the way back in Egypt. By God, God's gonna kill Moses.
Yes, he was.
You feel me? It had never been a Moses. We would have been talking about no Moses, no Passover to this day.
That's true.
But that just show you how the judgment of the Lord. He tell you to do something, even though he got this job set for you.
Yeah.
He told you to do this first.
Yeah.
He didn't do that. So hey, but he said they ain't kill
Mm.
him. Want to save the day.
Hey, so you know what also that proved? When in Galatians we say there's no male or female.
Right.
I mean, there's no respect of persons in judgment. You understand? Like Moses can, woman, shut up. She had to go do what she had to do to spur the house because everybody's gonna get killed. You feel me? So we in another example where the men tripping about to hand the city over because there's a lack of water.
Yeah.
And she's like, who are you? We stand in the place of the Most High. Right? Like, in other words, the spirit of the Most High is speaking through the woman to check this coward Negro because he's stalling. What are you doing? You see? Because his word will never come back void. Didn't he even make an ass or a donkey speak? If he sent it, it got to get said. Now, if you too weak to say it, I guess the woman supposed to put on the Hannibal Lecter mask, and even though she sees it's going to be destruction right here. She ain't supposed to do nothing. Just sit there, you know. I'm saying, what is she supposed to do if she don't act or move or speak up and say nothing? Because these men stalling. You understand? Nothing to get done. Right. We speaking early about somebody they teach us about in school, Harriet Tubman. That mindset radical today. You mean pulling double barrel shotguns on men? I'll put you in the grave before I see you as a slave. You better come on. Huh? Was wanted. They had like what 50 racks, I think, on Harriet. Oh, Harriet, 50, 100. 50,000, 100,000. I forgot how much they had on her, but they had a bounty on her head. She would risk her life. You feel me? And go back under the Mason-Dixon line to get our people up out of there. And then she bring it up, and then you got some scary men. Let's go back. And you got us messed up. Mindset. You see what I'm saying? And you see this all the consistent theme all throughout the Bible. You want to be that woman the Most High deal with. It's a mindset that has to be adapted. And it ain't the one we grew up learning here. It ain't. It just ain't. You feel me? It just ain't. You feel me? Even for the men. Like it ain't the spirit they put on us growing up. I just want to be like Mike. If I could be like Mike, you know what I'm saying? That ain't the spirit. If I could be like Messiah, if I could be like Christ. You understand? So everything, see, it ain't just on the way, the men too. Like it's the spirit that we grew up believing was the right spirit is actually a demonic spirit. You feel me? They keep us at odds, to keep us arguing. Don't nobody know their place, their position. You understand? But these women we reading about understood and knew and was diehard with it. Like what you talking about? Right? These men more harder than a lot of these men today. Real talk. And it's sad. You understand? But I mean, look, we on our way back up to reclaim this. It's just our sisters can't be in our way. You understand? Let these men stand up and roar and get back on them, get back on these thrones and rule these households and protect their women and children. That's what time it is, man. The man has to take his rightful position, just like the woman has to. Well, this nation will never go nowhere, man. All right, go ahead, Hebrew. What else we got?
Chapter 8, verse 13.
Judith chapter 8, verse 13.
And now try the Lord Almighty, but ye shall never know anything, for ye cannot find the depth of the heart of men, neither can ye perceive the things that he thinketh. Then how can ye search out God?
Right.
That ye have made all these things, and know his mind, or comprehend his purpose. Nay, my brother,
come on,
provoke not the Lord our God to anger.
You hear what he's saying? Don't provoke the Most High God to anger. This is what she's saying to the men. Like, if you in the spirit of selling out, compromising, you feel me? Surrendering the city because you got a lack of water. You understand? He letting it be known. Don't provoke the anger of the Most High God. That's what she telling them. You feel me? Now, if she ain't never supposed to speak, then that means she out of order right here then. There's a time for you to speak. Right? But our sisters today, stereotypically are known for what?
Running off at the mouth.
Running off at the mouth. Running off at the mouth. Running off at the mouth. And got this bad right here. What is all this? What is all this? Yeah. That nail from that tent. I'm saying that's what all that is. Y'all grab that door. Y'all knew somebody else was outside? Y'all lock the door, man. You feel me? But all this right here. So it's a time to speak. 45, bro. 45. Come on with the Kango. So if the woman can't speak, that means Judith is out of order right here. Right?
If that's the case.
If that's the case.
Now it's a sister on her just as she said she knew they in the chat that she knew they wasn't allowed to see speak in the church.
Sure.
You say
she was asking, can women speak in the church? She said she knew. She was wondering.
Yeah, like yeah, but see, look, where 2 or 3 are gathered, that is church.
Yeah.
You feel me? So it's more than 2 or 3 gathered where we at right here. It's just it's just knowing when to speak.
Yeah.
You feel me? Y'all gotta keep that down, huh? Just knowing when to speak. You feel me? Today again, the woman is known as this. Nigga, you got me messed up. That wasn't the case.
Yeah.
Like a
right?
Uzi, boy.
Yeah, and that was the problem in the church of Corinth.
Yeah.
Women were known for that. He like, look, tell them be quiet.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
They would ask anything, ask your husband's at home. Okay, that's what's up. That's order, right? What if she ain't got no husband? It's the next question. Can she not ask questions? Can she?
Yeah.
You feel me? Or what if she got a husband that ain't in the truth? In the walk. She can't ask no what is she supposed to do? So when you read that Corinthians, it's going into knowing when to speak and when not to speak. You feel me? And you as a woman gotta just have it. You gotta know that.
Just don't get no usurp authority.
Yeah, you feel me? Or impulsive, just running off at the mouth like we known for today. Our sisters known for that. Running off at the mouth, right? But you see this sister speaking to leaders of the nation, and she letting them know, don't provoke God to anger, right? So we can't say women can't speak. It's just they got to know when to speak. It's times when men, look, I tell you in Thessalonians, study to be quiet, and it's talking to men. So men even got to know when and when not to speak. You feel me? Men even got to know. That's like a box truck. It's probably Rock. One of y'all, just, he probably got about a second. So it's a knowing when and when not to. And it's conquering the stereotype of all the black women do is run her mouth. That shouldn't be said. Y'all daughters of Zion. That wasn't said about Judith. Right? When she spoke, everybody like, oh, okay. You feel me? Something must be said. You did. Something. I'm sorry, I didn't see you. There she goes. You see? You see? I'm sorry. Shalom, bro. What's up with you? Y'all good? I didn't know. Nah, that's our sister. She all good. It happened that quick. Yeah. All right, come on, bro. Yeah, in other words, don't be no motor mouth. You understand? Use discretion. Think about what you say, then speak. Yeah. Come on, bro.
15.
Judith chapter 8, verse 15.
For if he will not help us within these 5 days. Wait a minute. Hold on, let me start off. Verse 15 again.
16 might be out.
Wait a minute. You said verse 16?
15.
Okay. For if he will not help us within these 5 days, he have power to defend us when he will, even every day, or to destroy us before our enemies.
So she basically let him know, yo, it ain't your power to surrender the city. Either the Most High God gonna protect us or he ain't. But it ain't your job to cower out. You understand? And surrender the city over. This is what the Hebrew is saying to the men that's ruling the city. They ready to sell out. All right? You got something out?
And not only that, but nigga, how you gonna tell the Most High he got days? You know what I mean? Like, how you gonna give him days and hours?
Yeah, you got 24 hours, Lord. You got 24 hours. On his own time. Come on, Hebrew.
Verse 16. Do not bind the counsels of the Lord our God, for God is not as man, that he may be threatened.
You see that? You can't threaten the Most High God. You can threaten man. Come on.
Neither is he as the son of man, that he shall be wavered. Therefore, let us wait for salvation of him and call upon him to help us. For he will not hear our voice.
You in 17?
Yeah.
Read it again.
Therefore, let us wait for salvation of him and call upon him to help us. And he will hear our voice if it please him.
See your counsel. We need to seek the Most High. Y'all about to sell out. Y'all shaking like a stripper. We need to fear and seek what the Most High want us to do.
Right.
This is what she's saying. Right? Go ahead, Doc.
Verse 18. For there arose none in our age, neither is there any now in these days, neither tribe is there any now in these days. Wait a minute. Come on. My eyes split back there. Hold on. Neither tribe, nor family, nor people, nor city among us, which worship gods made with hands, as have been aforetime.
You see, so she's like, look, ain't no idolaters around us. Right. We good for the Most High to defend us. Ain't none of us in the false worship, none of it. Right? As our fathers were in the past, which would cause the Most High not to fight for us. Because we was dealing with false gods. Right? Come on, Hebrew.
Verse 19. For the which cause our fathers were given to the sword, and for a spoil, and have a great fall before our enemies.
Because of idolatry, of worshiping false gods. We fell before our enemies. And she's saying, look, ain't nobody around her on that. In our age, ain't nobody around her on that. You understand?
So
that's the main cause for us to lose. So she's encouraging the leaders of the people. Like, look, there ain't no reason to be scared. We good. We serve the Most High God, right?
That first spread like cancer.
Yeah, it first spread like cancer. A tumor. Yeah, like a wildfire. Come on, Hebrew.
Verse 20. But we know none other God. Therefore, we trust that he will not despise us, nor any of our nation.
Powerful. Come on.
For if we be taken so, all Judah shall lie waste, and our sanctuary shall be spoiled, and he will require the profanation thereof at our mouth, and the slaughter of our brethren, and the captives of the country, and the desolations of our inheritance. Will he turn upon our heads among the Gentiles, wheresoever we shall be in bondage.
In where?
In bondage.
Wow.
And we shall be an offense, and we shall be an offense and a reproach to all them that possess us. For our servitude shall not be directed to favor, but the Lord our God shall turn it to dishonor. Now, therefore, O brethren, let us show an example to our brothers.
That's right. Come on.
Because our hearts depend upon us.
Their hearts.
Because their hearts depend upon us, and the sanctuary, and the house, and the altar rest upon us.
So we'll say be examples, because all the brethren and sisters are looking at us. That's what she telling the men that's leading. Like, look, they looking at us. Let us be examples of being strong and courageous in this hour. Not showing fear and cowering down. Being strong and courageous in this hour. Because guess what? That fear, that false evidence appearing real. Daniel Solomon, shout out to Daniel Solomon. That false evidence appearing real, spread like wildfire. We should let us be examples to everybody else. That way they be confident. You understand? That way they stand up with courage and fight this battle that we're gonna have to fight. But if the leadership is showing weakness, it's gonna spread throughout the ranks, and the war's over before you get there. Wise words from this sister, ain't it?
Like David and Goliath.
Yeah.
David showed the strength.
That's right. Just like David and Goliath. Yeah. Come on, Hebrew.
Verse 25.
David could have been like, oh, he's tall. Dang, he got 6 fingers on each hand. Dang, he got 6 toes. His sword taller than me. You feel me? Like, he ain't look at the battle like, oh, that look like that's gonna hurt. I'm gonna lose. He told him, you uncircumcised Philistine. Today you gonna know it's a God in Israel. Right. And when I'm done, I'm cutting your head off with your sword. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's the type of spirit you need to combat turning. You can't be like, oh, that look like, oh, like you shaking and scared. This sister had the same spirit David had on him. She wasn't scared. She like, look, y'all men better get this together. Don't play God and turn the city over to his enemies. Don't be weak out here.
Yeah, chapter 8,
all right.
verse 20. Judith chapter 8.
Yeah, let's be an example out here. Go ahead, sis.
26.
That what they saw in going up against the enemies was they were going up against the enemies of God. So because of their love and commitment for God, anything that opposed God, yeah, they was right there.
Spiritual war becomes physical too.
Yeah.
It's all throughout the Bible.
Yeah.
Feel me? Abraham, they kidnapped his nephew. He had to arm up 318 servants in his house and go get his nephew and them back. And they put a lot of people down for that. Spiritual war become physical too. That's uncomfortable for us. That's uncomfortable talk today because you start thinking, I got a mortgage to pay, car to pay, right? You feel me? Everything that got you bondage. You feel me? Instead of like, look, this spiritual war gets physical. We read Revelations where he gonna persecute the saints. No, they're speaking of the devil, but he a spirit, but he operates with men. You feel me? So physical men are gonna be coming to get at the physical saints of God, but the hit come down from the spiritual realm. Spiritual war get physical too. That's something that's taboo. Nobody want to talk about that. We just gonna sit back and, man, what you think you supposed to do if you got to defend your house? You got to defend these women and children. Like, what you think supposed to happen? You feel me? And you over there tripping off the jail time you finna get. What is you work, man? Look, your job is to protect these children and these women. What are you doing? Why is the first thing on your mind? Dang, I'm about to get about 30 years if you are already defeated. You are already defeated. You were created to protect yours. It's just the truth. You feel me? Again, mindset. Because you don't fear the Most High, but if that heathen told you, 35 years, you think, right? As if he just told you, lake of fire. Wow. You're a man. He tell you don't fear man. It's a man. No matter what you got to go through, you ain't supposed to fear man. He's a man. You understand? Come on, Hebrew. What else we got over here?
Verse 25.
What did it say?
Moreover, let us give thanks to the Lord, our God, which trieth us, even as he did our fathers.
Wise word from a sister, a stand-up sister of the Most High. Right? Give thanks. We about to go to war. Let us praise and give thanks to the Most High God. All right, come on, Hebrew.
Remember what things he did to Abraham, and how he tried Isaac,
right?
And what happened to Jacob in Mesopotamia of Syria, when he kept the sheep of Laban, his mother's brother.
Now she's rehearsing the righteous acts of God to these men. Remember what Moses did for Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. She's calling she's recalling the history of our people. Like, man, y'all been taught this. Y'all know what this about. Remember this. So what is this doing? It's giving the people courage. Right. We're giving these men courage. Like, y'all getting a little, so her job, she wasn't talking ish to him.
Talking down on them.
She was stirring up their spirit. She was like, y'all get out around her. Yeah.
So basically, when our husbands are weak and low in spirit, we need to be pumping them up.
Yeah. That's right. That's right. Encourage them. Don't you noodle back, nigga. No. Please don't. please don't do nothing like that. Oh no, the outcome won't be good. But encourage. We learning this, just reading this story. This sister was very wise. You feel me? Ran her husband's estate after he was dead. Wasn't lazy. You feel me? Had servants, had gold, had silver. Was fasting, praying almost every day. Very humble. Wasn't in a rush to jump into some next relationship. None of that. All right. And when she got word the men was finna surrender the city, she like, oh no. Hey, tell them we need to rap.
Yeah.
You feel me? And then instead of getting on her tippy toes, she stirred up their spirit. Y'all remember what the Most High did for Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob? Don't provoke the Most High. Don't do that. Stir their spirit up to what a man like, hey, looking at each other like, hey,
right.
She is right. God is right. And none of y'all said, woman, shut up yet. You know? We y'all pricked in the heart over here like, hey, I know y'all heard that, right? I know y'all brothers hear that. You dig? What she's saying is right. She's stirring up their spirit. That's the sister's role. So encourage that brother. You understand? Whisper in his ear how great he gonna be in the eyes of Yah one day. While he's sleeping. Knocked out, whisper up in the mirrors. Because that subconscious awake. When you sleep, whisper them good, that righteousness in his ear. You feel me? Show him how loyal you are to him, whispering stuff as he wake up like that. I feel like he can conquer the world now. Yeah. Not waking up like, oh hell. Oh, yeah. You still here? You still here?
That's a win-win.
Right. Y'all daughters handle that?
Win-win.
Yeah. Again, we dealing with women that the Most High God dealt with these type of women. But they had a way different mindset than what we was raised on in Babylon. Yeah, way different. All right, come on, Hebrew.
Verse 27. For he had not tried us in the fire as he did them for the examination of their hearts. Neither had he taken vengeance on us, but the Lord doeth scourge them that come near unto him, and admonish them. Then said Ozias to her.
Now the leader of the people got to respond. She's like, look, we ain't been tried like ain't nobody in no fiery furnace around her. Ain't nobody no lion's den around her. They did. Ain't none of this happening. So now the men, after she get that long speech and raise them up, encourage them, and you got to respond. What's his response? What did he say?
All that thou hast spoken, has thou spoken with a good heart. And there is none that may gainsay thy word.
You see that? So if the woman can't talk, period, then why is he letting her know everything you just said was true? That was from a good heart. That means a good conscience. Everything you just said, I can't even speak against that. That was solid right there. That was sent from the Most High. Right? Come on, Hebrew.
29.
Yeah.
For this is not the first day wherein thy wisdom is manifest.
He's like, look, this ain't the first time you done spoke words of wisdom to us. See? This ain't the first time. Go ahead.
But from the beginning of thy days, all thy people have known thine understanding, because thy disposition of thine heart is good.
So she has a reputation of being a wise, humble, loyal woman, daughter of Zion. Yeah, righteous mindset, no ill will. Feel me? Whether she was married when she had a husband or when she was a widow. No bad report about it.
That's when you get a man listen to you.
That's when you get a man. Yeah. That's how you know. That's how you know she wasn't talking. She wasn't doing all this to them. Right. Because he said everything you just said was of a good heart. Right. Everything you said is good. Can't nobody gainsay that. That's the truth.
And that goes to show, even when she was married, she was being watched.
Yeah.
So the woman is always being watched by the man, and how she acts, what she say, how she carry herself, will indicate the power that's in her word, and it will get that man to hear with that spiritual ear and receive, and not just hear and say, "Get out of my face."
Reputation.
Yes.
Her reputation precedes her, meaning she wasn't a daughter of Zion just on the Sabbath day.
Yeah.
Right.
On feast day, 24/7, 365. You got to become this. Yeah, you have to actually become this. This is you.
Can I get a second witness?
Yes, you can, brother.
I just a witness to what you're saying, sister, and being Proverbs 31,
verse I'll just get this, just get to the meat of it. Just get to the meat of it. I'm gonna start at verse 18. It says, she perceived that her merchant is good. Ooh. Her candle goes not out by night. Ooh. She layeth her hand to the spindle, and her hand hold to the distaff. She stretches out her hand to the fork. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she reaches forth her hands to the needy. She is not afraid of the snow for her household, for all her household is clothed with scarlet. She maketh her covering of tapestry. Her clothes is silk and purple. Her husband, hear the meat of it. Her husband is known in the gates. When he sits among the elders of the land, they like, hey, what? Hey, oh girl, your wife, hey, she doing her thing over there, bro. You know what I'm saying? They don't go so forth to holler at her, but you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, she's known in the gate from her work for what she do. Her man is known because the scriptures say a man's glory is their wife. That's your shine right there. Woman, you're doing your thing. I got all bros hollering at me. Keep doing it for me.
Woman, you're doing your thing.
Doing your thing out there. Keep doing it. You're making me look good.
You're making me look good out here. Yeah, bro. Oh, good, man. Let's keep it going.
Verse 30.
We're in the book of Judith. For any latecomers, you dig? Y'all see the title, Women of the Scripture, weaker vessels of the Most High. Nonetheless, they're vessels. And we're dealing with sisters that the Most High dealt with, and show if our sisters want the Most High to deal with them on that level, a transformation of mind has to take place, period. You feel me? You're very powerful in your original and righteous capacity. You feel me? Outside of your righteous original order, you're destructive. You're destructive. Same with us. We're destructive. We out here being, if we out here trying to be Pookie in them, and you understand, trying to emanate menace to society and boys, and we're destructive. If this people is acting outside of its original spiritual order given to them by God, they are self-destructive. We are no good to one another at that point. You understand?
Self-destruction.
Yeah. You remember that part? Yeah. Come on, Hebrew, let's get it. I remember that. Yeah.
Judith 8:30.
Yeah.
Judith chapter 8, verse 30.
Yes, sir.
But the people were very thirsty and compelled us to do unto them as we have spoken, and to bring an oath upon ourselves, which we will not break.
So they folded the peer pressure like Aaron did. You feel me? They like, look, we made an oath already. We said if we ain't got no water within these amount of days, we're gonna surrender the city. And they gonna blame the leaders blame the people because the people put the pressure on. Right. Come on now.
Verse 31.
Yeah.
Therefore, now pray thou for us.
These are men telling her. These are Israelite men telling Judah, you pray for us. We need your prayers. Your wisdom has been known all your days. Look, in order for you to tell somebody to pray for you, you got to know the Most High is with them some way, shape, form, or fashion. Most High deal with you. Look, pray for me. Yeah. All right, go ahead, bro.
Okay, therefore, now pray for us, because thou art a godly woman.
What kind of woman?
Godly woman.
Ooh, y'all keep that in mind as we read this story, because it's about to get interesting. She a godly woman, huh? Right. We already read her mindset and how she got down and how she maneuvered. You pray for us, you a godly woman. Ooh, come on.
And the Lord will send us rain to fill our cisterns, and we shall faint no more. Then said Judith unto them, hear me, and I will do a thing. which shall go throughout all generations.
Powerful.
To the children of our nation.
See? She's like, look, what I'm about to do gonna ring bells throughout the generations of the nation. They're gonna be talking about this thousands of years from now. Right? So when you hear me, listen to what I'm finna tell. Listen to what's gonna go down. Wait.
33. Ye shall stand this night in the gate, and I will go forth with my waiting woman.
Yeah, her a maid servant. She had a maid servant. She had servants, right? She's like, I'm gonna go, y'all stand right here, hold your post at the gate. I'm gonna go forth with my maid servant. All right, go ahead.
And within the days that ye have promised to deliver the city to our enemies, the Lord will visit Israel by mine hand.
By who?
Mine hand.
Sister talking. Remember, y'all know already made an oath. Get a city over, right? Within them days, the Most High gonna deliver Israel by mine. Right? You seeing sister having to step up, right? And remind men and encourage the leaders that look, the Most High God is with us. Right? But since you done made an oath and you willing to still, you know what I'm saying, not stand up for what it is, them very days you claim to handle it, the Most High God gonna deliver this city, but through a woman, through my hand. Yeah, yeah. Because as you keep reading it, it becomes fulfilled. Come on, Hebrew.
Verse 34. But inquire not of mine act, for I will not declare it unto you till this thing be finished that I do.
Till the things be finished with that I do. She's like, look, don't even ask me how I'm gonna do it. None of your business. Yeah. Don't even worry about it. I'm gonna go handle that right now. Huh? Come on, Hebrew.
Then said Ozias and the princes unto her, go in peace, and the Lord God before thee to take vengeance on our enemies.
To take who?
Vengeance on our enemies.
See, they still ain't lost track. It's war, right? And just like in Judges, where the sister had to nail the stake through his temple and left him on the ground. Huh? They like, look, flat out, may the Most High go before thee to take vengeance on our enemies, right? Now, would the sisters be willing to go that far? Anybody can say that, yeah, but you feel me? When it's on and cracking and you got all your people depending on you, I'm talking about all your people, right? You got to know the Most High God is with you. You got to know you in order. You got to know your emotion can't cloud your judgment. Can't none of that go down. You feel me? You got to be used as this vessel of the Most High to accomplish His will, right? That means a total shedding of this Babylonian mindset. They got to go. If you want to be a vessel that the Most High uses, they're going to have to go. Same with the brothers, right? You want to be a vessel the Most High use, all that old, that got to go. They got to be crucified and put down. Yeah. And you got to exercise discipline like this sister. She fasted. Like man, look, you don't even fast a day. No. You get nervous on the Day of Atonement. This sister fasted every day except the Sabbaths, new moons, and feast days. Other than that, she was fasting. So beautiful, she could stop a war by walking through. Owned her husband's estate because he was dead. Played a widow 3 years and 4 months. Right? And used the power that was given to her by the Most High God to destroy the enemies of the Most High. But all that got to be in place. Right? It's like us claim, we can claim we Israel all day, but not live it. It's the same thing with the sister. Like y'all come, but you got to live this. You got to become this, what we read. And the only way you're going to do that is if you embrace the role God created you to be. You got to embrace it. Stop trying to fight it. Embrace it. And harness that power. But it will only be harnessed under the right order. Other than that, you're going to be used as a destructive force. Not only to your own household, but to your people.
Self-check.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's read. 36.
36.
Verse 36, yeah.
So they returned from the tent and went to their wards.
Okay, we need chapter 9. We need to get into this, man. Chapter 9. One of y'all want to, some of these chapters long. You got okay. Got chapter 9? And then you can come back and grab chapter 10 or you feel me? Let's go ahead and get it. Let's keep it rolling.
Judith chapter 9, then Judith fell upon her face and put ashes upon her head and uncovered the sackcloth wherewith she was clothed. About the time that the incense of the evening was offered in Jerusalem in the house of the Lord, Judith cried with a loud voice and said,
Now, so it's prayer time. That's in Luke chapter 1, Revelation chapter 4, all of it. When the incense are going up, the prayers were going up at the same time. Right? So she falls on her face, right? She put ashes on her head, sackcloth. You feel me? She's reducing herself to the most humble position on earth. You understand? To get answers from the Most High. Right? And we tripping, I just got my hair done. What you mean put ashes on my? No, it's like, look, we need answers. You want the Most High to answer, you need to be willing to humble yourself. Get in that fetal position. No cigarette ashes, brother. Nah, bro, they was burning incense back then. Frankincense and all that. Yeah, it's nothing in there that says it's a sin. So you did. It's just basically, but again, her mindset would have had to been that of having a contrite spirit and a broken heart.
yeah, so it's like the practice.
Yeah. Yeah, that's an outward thing. But the mind, the mentals is, Lord, I'm at my lowest point. I really need you.
Okay.
I ain't proud around her. I ain't boasting. I ain't doing none of that. I really need you. I need you to answer me, speak. You feel me?
Get out of that old Christianity.
Ash Wednesday and all that. Y'all, yeah. That's false, yeah. Yeah, that ain't the script. I mean,
purging that out, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Let's keep the mind. Look, the whole time we've been talking about mindset. Keep that mindset as humble, and I'm at my lowest estate. And when I say she fell on her face, you feel me? I mean, she wasn't standing up. She was on her knees, you understand, with her face to the ground. Like the Muslims you make fun of today.
Right.
That's how we was praying in ancient times. That's how we was praying in ancient times. Get on your face. You feel me? Like when you really need the Most High. Or you just on your knees like a regular prayer, you dig? But when you really want the Most High to answer you, you hear all the time they say they fell on their face. Yeah, they straight on down. Bang.
Babies do it when they want to get picked up.
Come on, Hebrew. Verse 2.
Oh Lord, God of my father. Simeon.
Who?
Oh Lord,
God
of my father. Simeon to whom?
Simeon. Who is Simeon? Levi and Simeon. You understand? So now we know that Judith was from the tribe of Simeon. It gets deeper. There's a Simeonite sister. Oh, okay. Come on, Hebrew.
Simeon, to whom thou gavest a sword to take vengeance of the stranger,
who
loosened the girdle of a maid to defile her, and discovered the thigh to her shame, polluted her virginity to her reproach. Thou says, it shall not be so, and yet they did so.
So when she's praying, she's not praying just for flowers and candy.
Right.
Feel me? Understand that when you praying or you invoking the spirit of the Most High, you bring back into remembrance what the Most High did. You say, "Oh Lord God of my forefathers, who split the Red Sea and drowned Pharaoh's army, who stretched the heavens out like a curtain." You understand? Who causes the wind to blow and the snow and the earthquakes and the tsunami and the, my God, you feel me? See, that's how they was getting answers. They was calling out to the Most High and bringing and throwing up to heaven what He had already done.
They talking about the sister
Yeah, Dinah. Dinah. That's in Genesis 34. Genesis 34. Dinah was raped. So she's saying, "Oh Lord God of my father Simeon, who you gave a sword to take vengeance on the heathen that raped their sister." You see, this is this woman's prayer to God. It kicks right off, and she is saying to the Most High, "That God, I'm calling on you. You the one I'm calling on, who gave a sword to Simeon to kill them cats that got it, that man and the rest of his people that raped the daughter of Israel." Right? You afraid to pray like that today? People are like, "Oh no, I don't want to pray like that. That sounds dangerous."
That's not love.
That's not what?
That's not love.
That's not love. You'll hear that today.
That's what they said.
God is not. So if somebody walked in here and Sister Earth was in here like, "Lord God of my forefather Simeon, who gave him a sword to kill the heathens that raped," they'd be like, "Oh my God, what is she talking about?"
That was in her.
God is not with her. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, extremists.
Don't sound like that love.
Nah, not enough love. You dig? But you see, the sister humbled herself, ashes, sackcloth, and the first words out of her mouth, she ain't asking for another house or another car. People about to get destroyed, and she said, "Oh Lord God of my father Simeon, who you gave a sword to take vengeance." Woo!
All the acts of God to repent.
Now again, how many of us praying like that? Even men. How many of us really praying like that? You heard everybody, "Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be your name, kingdom go to sleep. I pray." Like you ain't even hollering at the Most High. You feel me? Like, Most High, I got enemies out here. I pray you can find every last one of them. Well, they are for war and I'm for peace. Like, them ain't even your prayers no more. It's just like you all like, it's all good. I got my taxes back, you know. I'm chilling, you know, about to graduate. People being destroyed. This sister, a woman of the Most High, where she was praying for vengeance and praying that she could be used as a vessel. Even though a woman's a weaker vessel, she was praying to be used as a vessel. You feel me? To get at God's enemies. All right, we need our sisters, you know, striving to be like this. This is powerful. Like, dang, what you doing? What you doing? Hey, I'm on my way to the crib. What you got going on? I got a ride at the crib. You feel me? Right. Boy, be out. These brothers be rushing back to the crib. Like, dang, this sister's serious.
Oh yeah, my house y'all later eat, bro.
Yeah, I gotta go get with the assassin. The female assassin in the crib.
Right.
All right, come on, bro.
Verse 3.
Yeah.
Wherefore thou gavest the rulers to be slain, so that they dyed their bed in blood, being deceived, and smotest the servants of the Lord, and the Lord's upon the throne, and has given their wives for prey.
Ooh, this is Judith praying to the Most High about us going to war. You feel me? And then taking beautiful captives of war. She praying. You can't pray to God like this. You can't. Come on, let's read.
It has given the wives for prey, their daughters to be captives, all their spoils to be divided amongst thy dear children, which were moved with thy zeal and abhorred the pollution of their blood, and called upon thee for aid. O Yah, O my Yah, hear me also a widow. For thou hast wrought not only those things, but also the things which fell out before, and which ensued after. Thou hast thought upon the things which are now, and which are to come. Yea, what things thou didst determine were ready at hand, and said, Lo, we are here, for all thy ways are prepared, and thy judgments are in thy foreknowledge.
I mean, the Most High know the end from the beginning.
Yeah.
She's acknowledging this in her prayer.
Right.
All right, go ahead.
For behold, the Assyrians are multiplied in their power. They are exalted with horse and man. They glory in the strength of their footmen. They trust in shield and spear and bow and sling, and know not that thou art the Lord that breakest the battle. And the Lord is thy name.
They like, yeah, it's a physical war for them, but it's spiritual for us. So we have to holler at spiritual first before we even get physical. Sister prayer is powerful.
Broke down their strength and thy power.
No, bless the Assyrians. Bless them with long life and exuberance. Bless the Assyrians, even though they're trying to kill us and kill our babies and women. Bless them with exuberance and long life and, prosperity.
Throw down the strength.
She is praying to the Most High to throw down their strength. Throw down their strength, Most High God. You, Most High God, who gave a sword to my father Simeon. You, who allowed us to conquer and take over. You. Would you say okay? That's old man kind of talk. Or like some folks say, this is not love. It's not enough love. This might frighten some of you Negroes out there. You understand? But it's what it is, man. And then none of y'all talk bad about Harriet Tubman, though. She was in the same spirit. Same exact spirit. I'll put you in the grave before I let you go back there. Same exact spirit. Nobody got a problem with the old Harriet Tubman. When we read about this Simeonite sister right here, you get a problem. That ain't, argue over if it's biblical or not. What are you talking about? We just read Judges 4 about Jael. Is that biblical enough for you? Same situation. Men lacking faith. Sisters rising up and encouraging them. Like, look, y'all better, remember what the Most High God done did.
Yeah.
Come on, Hebrew.
Verse 8, throw down their strength and thy power.
Yeah.
And bring down their force and thy wrath.
And thy peace.
Thy wrath.
See? Because war ain't peaceful. Bring it down. Right? We always read vengeance is the Lord. So we heard, but we never asked the Most High for vengeance. You never pray. You look at that like that's too radical and that's evil to pray like that. So the enemy got you. So the more of us docile and weak in our prayers, you feel me, and not focus and petitioning the Most High to bring deliverance for his people. You understand? You dig? Like, what else do you have? They got you outnumbered, like in here. You outflanked. They got bigger weapons, more weapons. What do you have? You got the Most High God. You got an air force of angels. You got an air force of angels at your disposal. That we never asked the Most High. He say, ask me, and I'll give you the heathen for your inheritance. But you're not asking because you were told this type of talk is too radical.
One thing you said, you got to ask him. And if you notice the prayer that she prayed, she didn't go to the Most High telling him how to avenge. She went requesting because God knows how he gonna do.
That's right.
What he gonna do. We don't. So she went in humble submission.
That's right.
As we ought to go today in humble submission. She went in faith, knowing that whatever she asked, he was going to do.
That's right.
She the old Shama. She knew where her help came from, and that was God Almighty.
Hallelujah.
Yeah.
Come on, Hebrew. Let's get it.
For they have proposed to defile thy sanctuary and to pollute the tabernacle where the glorious name rests, and to cast down with sword the horn of thy altar. Verse 9. Hold their pride, send thy wrath upon their head. Give into my hand, which am a widow, the power that I have. Smite by the deceit of my lips, servant, the prince, and the prince with the servant. Break down their haughtiness,
Stateliness.
By the hand of a woman.
By the hand of who?
By the hand of a woman.
Now, she talking about the deceit of her lips. You understand? One thing women know how to do is seduce.
Game,
yeah. Right? But she about to use this skill that she got for a righteous purpose.
Right.
You feel me? She just ain't in somebody's ear, you know, they probably pay my bills, or, you know. Right? Now, she using the skill or the power she got from the Most High, you understand, to destroy an enemy of the Most High. And she's praying to the Most High about it, asking, petitioning him, like, by the hand of a woman, bring this whole thing down, pause all this, stop all this. Oh, wait. And then look, the men asked her to pray. The man was like, look, you pray for us. You pray for us. Come on, Hebrew.
Verse 10 again.
Yeah.
Smite by the deceit of my lips.
Read up a little bit, huh?
Smite by the deceit of my lips, the servant with the prince, and the prince with the servant. Break down their stateliness by the hand of a woman. But thy power standeth not in multitude, nor thy might in strong men. But thou art a God of the afflicted, a helper of the oppressed, and an upholder of the weak, protector of the forlorn, a savior of them that are without hope.
Powerful.
I pray thee, O God, my Father, O Yah, the inheritance of Israel, Lord of the heavens and the earth, creator of the waters, king of every creature. Hear thou my prayer, and make my speech and deceit,
Deceit.
their wound and deceit, to be their wound and strife, whom have purposed cruel things against thy
covenant,
thy covenant, and thy hallowed house, and against the top of Zion, and against the house of the possessions of the children. Make every nation and tribe to acknowledge that thou art the Most High God, all power and might, and that there is none other that protected the people of Yasharah but thou.
Oh, yeah. Y'all sisters should highlight Judith's prayer. Highlight that. You feel me? And try to memorize it, because that's powerful. That's powerful right there. When you get to chapter 10, because this story is heating up. You dig? I pray all my sisters strive to be like one of these virtuous, righteous daughters of Zion, a vessel with the Most High God. You see what mindset or mind state that you're going to have to be in, sacrifices you're going to have to make, prayer, the fasting, the loyalty. You feel me? All of it. You can't be lazy either. The sister couldn't be lazy. She had a whole estate to run. You feel me? You yield your members over like that, the Most High God deal with you. Period. Dot. Period. Point blank in the story. If you don't want that, then hey, slow roll yourself to like a fire. Slow roll. That's all that's gonna happen. You feel me? I'm saying, if we are out of our, you said what's this? Yeah. Be that vessel that the Most High use. And as y'all see, it's power in it. It ain't nothing like, woman, eat the cake out of it. It ain't nothing like that. You feel me? But when a woman is in her righteous spiritual order, ain't nothing more beautiful. A man be stuck. I seen a beautiful woman yesterday, boy. I forgot what I was talking about. I was at 54th Street Bar and Grill to go. You understand? And when I'm talking to one of the people from in the whip mile, and this beautiful woman walks out the slide of the door to bring us our food. And when we said that first, you say, I was stuck, and I actually forgot what I was talking to the girl about. Not him, but it was like no girl. Yeah. I actually forgot. I said, what was I talking about? You feel me? I'm talking about this. So, look, so on top of all that, it's just this beautiful. it said she was of a goodly kindness and very good. So her inside beauty is a million times brighter than what she looks like on the outside. You feel me? A man will love nothing more. A man will love nothing more. You understand? And if you operate on a level like that, another one will have to try real hard to get your attention. You feel me? Like, there's no compare. Like, a man gonna go with her for sure and not a baby. Like, you feel me? Like, you're not loyal. You're not, you feel me? It's gonna be real hard. You feel me? If you rocking like this, it's gonna be very, very hard. You understand? You as a woman try to, like, even come close to what this sister's on. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Come on, Hebrew. Let's get it. Y'all over there giggling. Look at y'all. You're never wrong. Huh? You gonna hold it down over there, huh? I heard that. We in chapter 10. We in chapter 10. Yeah, it's called around word. We about to get into this.
All right, chapter 10, Judith, chapter 10, verse 1. Now, after that, she had ceased to cry unto God of Israel, and had made an end of all these words. She arose where she had fell down, and called her maid, and went down unto the house, in the which she adorned abode, in the Sabbath day, and in the feast day, and pulled off the sackcloth which she had on, and put off the garments of her widowhood, and washed her body all over with water, and anointed herself with precious ointment.
Got the smell goods on. Took a bath. Took a bath. Got the smell goods on. And put her going out clothes on. Oh man, it might be a problem. Yeah. Come on, Hebrew.
And braided the hair of her head.
And she did a hair. Oh man, come on.
And put on a tire upon it,
Like a mitre or a head wrap, something like that. Go ahead.
and put on her garments of gladness. Oh, I what kind of going there. For with she was glad during the life of Vanessa, her husband.
So she put back on her garments that she had on when her husband was alive. When she died, she put on her garments of widowhood. We didn't word that. I'm not married no more. Her garments of gladness. That ain't she, bro. You got your garments of gladness. Oh, dang. All right, come on, Hebrew.
And she took sandals upon her feet, and put about her bracelets and chains, and her rings, and her earrings, and all her ornaments, and decked herself bravely to allure the eyes of all men that should see her.
That's where y'all get that from. Yeah. She put her going up stuff on her. Jewelry, all of it. She say, look, when they see me like this, I'm going they gonna forget what they were talking about when they see me.
Now we know what y'all doing.
It's ancient knowledge. Right. But she didn't do that, sister, to go out. Hey,
Yeah,
feel me? Putting something on like I'm going out fishing.
Yeah.
I'm available.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I'm available.
Is that what she just said? She put on her available phone.
Sure. To a Lord. Yeah. To a Lord man.
To a Lord man.
Now notice in her prayer she was asking the Most High. You feel me? With my lips and this deceit. right? So she knew the art of seduction. She was very well skilled at it, but used it for a righteous purpose. Sisters today are not using that for a righteous purpose. Shootouts happen because of all this. You got to go out a lot shooting it out because who woman is she? You understand? Yeah, she went with all y'all up in there, right? And not everybody ready to shoot it out. So our sisters, they as a whole are practicing the art of seduction, you know what I'm saying? Using it to destroy the people instead of using it to liberate. You feel me? Like if you had to put something on seductive or look a certain way to get at the enemy, would you sisters be able to do that? Would you be able to do that for a righteous reason? You feel me? Not just to go out here and have men fighting over you and shooting up the club. You said they can hear it?
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh man, that may be the internet connection. Y'all, we good? Hold on, let me hit the control thing real quick. Is we all the way up?
Yeah, you sound like a robot.
Oh man. I think we should be good. Can y'all heard? Yo. Man, it's the enemy jiggling the wires, man. How we sound now? We good? That's what you think it is? Well, I'm gonna go ahead and take that. I'm gonna take that wisdom. I'm gonna use that wisdom as advice and take it up off there. Maybe that's what it is. All right, we all good? We good? Y'all can hear? We go? Let's get her done.
Verse 5.
Yeah.
Then she gave her maid a bottle of wine.
Oh man, got the drink out.
Got the drink.
Got the drink out. Got the good clothes, the rings, the smell good. Drink out. Come on.
And a cruse of oil, a cruse of oil, and filled a bag with parched corn and lumps of figs, and with fine bread. So she folded all these things together and laid them upon her. Thus they went forth to the gate of the city of Bethuel, and found standing there Uzziah, the ancient of the city, Cabris and Cormans. And when they saw her, that her countenance were altered.
Her countenance was altered. She ain't got on her garments of widowhood anymore. They looking like, even the ancients are looking like, dang. Hey, okay. Come on, Hebrew.
And her pearls was changed. They wondered at her beauty very greatly, and said unto her, The God of our fathers gave thee favor.
Give thee favor.
Give thee favor. And accomplish. Wait a minute. The God of our fathers give thee favor and accomplish thee thine enterprises to the glory of the children of Israel and to the exaltation of Jerusalem. Then they worship God.
Come on.
And she said unto them, Command the gates of the city to be opened unto me, that I may go forth to accomplish the things whereof ye have spoken with me. So they commanded the young men to open unto her as she had spoken. And when they had done so, Judith went out, and she and her maid went with her. And the men of the city looked after her until she was gone down the mountain. and till she had passed the valley and could see her no more. Then they went straight forth in the valley, and the first watch of the Assyrians met her.
No, the enemies met her, right? Go ahead.
And took her and asked her, of what people art thou? And whence comest thou? And whither goest thou? And she said, I am a woman of the Hebrews.
I am who?
A woman of the Hebrews.
A woman of the Hebrews. Come on.
And fled from them, for they shall be given you. They shall be given you in. They shall be given you to be consumed.
So she acting like she done fled.
Right.
She's like, look, we know y'all about to take the city over. I'm a Hebrew woman. I done fled from them. Right? Which is the truth or a lie? What is that? That's a lie. Remember, she in her prayer, she was like, through the seat of my lips, let me take them down. You feel me? Not only did she alter her continents, you feel me? It's war, she lied to her enemy. See? And war is totally different. You understand? It ain't like, things are allowed. This is war we talking about here. Right? So she lied to the enemy and said, look, I just fled from the Hebrews. Y'all about to take the city over. You understand? The lying is allowed right here. And if anybody got a problem, we will back up to the previous chapter when she was praying. And she said, through the seat of my lips.
That ain't her neighbor.
Yeah.
Or false witness against your neighbor.
About against your neighbor. The Syrians aren't your neighbors. Yeah, that's the enemy. Thou shalt not bear false witness against your neighbor. Yeah. Yeah. Look at loving this boy. This old type of, I'm talking about obeying. It's over love. Come on, Hebrew. Let's get it.
Chapter 13.
Yeah.
I mean, verse 13. And I am coming before Halifanes, the chief captain of your army, to declare words of truth.
Words of truth, huh? Truth. Woo, come on.
And I will show him a way whereby he shall go and win all the hill country without losing the body or life of any of his men.
I trip off that. She like, look, tell him I'm gonna show him a secret way into the city to where won't nobody even die. You feel me? So now she's coming with they call this a double agent today.
Yeah.
Acting like you sold out just to get some info. You know what I'm saying? The Americans and the Russians was doing it all throughout the Cold War. Act like you sold out to get some info and then take it right back. It's called a double agent. Explain a double agent here. Like, I'm gonna speak words of truth. I'm gonna show you a way into the city that's gonna destroy everything. Oh wait, this sister here is off the chain, ain't she? I like Judith. You know what I'm talking about. Anything for the cause, for the righteous cause. You feel me? God's cause. You willing to put her life on the line too?
Yeah.
All right, come on, Hebrew.
Verse 14. Now when the men heard her words and beheld her countenance, they wondered greatly at her beauty, and said unto her, Thou hast saved thy life. Thou hast saved thy life, and that thou hast hastened to come down to the presence of our Lord. Now, therefore, come to his tent, and some of us shall conduct thee until they have delivered thee to his hand. And when thou standest before him, be not afraid in thine heart, but show unto him according to thine word, and he will entreat thee well. Then they chose out of them 100 men to accompany her and her maid, and they brought her to the tent of Holophets. First, however you pronounce it, first. Then was there a concourse throughout all the camp, for her coming was noticed among the tents. Noised among the tents.
Her coming was noised. Man, who was that? You feel me? Yeah, use her beauty as a weapon to destroy the enemies of God. You talking about the mindset of boy. Now, today everything is being used, you feel me, to destroy God's people. That same energy is being used in the wrong way. Even our music. Our music is being used to destroy us.
That's so true.
It ain't used to invoke the spirit of the Most High like they was doing in days of old. The music is being used to destroy us. You understand? If men and women are outside their proper order, we are being used to destroy us. Everything. All the seduction, everything you're doing. Everything is, ask yourself before you do it, is this building up God's people? Or is it destroying? Feel me? It's a real simple answer. Whatever you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Ask yourself, is this building up God's people or destroying God's people? You feel me? Because the same power could be used to build up and redeem God's people. Same energy can be used just in a righteous manner. That's it. Right? She had the rings and the smell good and the, you know, the seductive outfit. Yeah, all right, yeah. She had all that, but used in a righteous manner. Come on, Hebrew.
For her coming was noised among the tents, and they came about her as she stood without the tent of Holophets.
There you go.
Till they told him of her, and they wondered at her beauty, and admired the children of Israel because of her.
They like, dang. And to this day, the daughters of Zion are the most beautiful women on the planet, bar none. And you talking about at the lowest estate. You feel me? Eating the worst food, drinking the worst water, listening to the worst music, operating in the worst mindset. Y'all still can't be touched. Can you imagine when you was in your proper order? I'm talking about armies would stop fighting. Dang, that's a who? Man. You feel me? And that's why we got static, like even with these Arabs. If having our sisters up in there working, you know what I'm saying? They don't know no better, but having them up in there working on the low, really hitting them. On the low, having sex with them on the low, you dig, for a little job and all that. You dig. Like this ain't the first, they've been looking at our women and being like, dang. Right? But when you look at the Arab women, they put up. You can't even holler at them. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to the daughters of Zion, that's why it's a big agenda to get them up in their stores and let them work. Let them work. You know what I'm saying? And for a few favors or a few bills get paid, you feel me? They come up with an agreement. Come on, Hebrew.
And everyone said unto his neighbor, who would despise these people, this people that have among them such women.
Like, who can despise them? Look at they women. This is what the enemy is saying. The enemy, like, who can despise these Israelites, man? They women are the most beautiful creatures on the planet. Who could even possibly despise them if they're women of this fire? That's what the enemy is saying. Oh, come on.
Surely it is not good that one man of them be left, who being let go might deceive the whole earth. And they that lie Holofernes.
Holy ferns. Just say ferns.
Ferns.
Burn.
Yeah, whatever.
Burn.
Went out.
Went out, and all his servants, and they brought her unto the tent, and Holofernes rest among his bed under the canopy.
He in his bed, huh? Everybody coming into these tents, boy. These Hebrews be getting comfortable. These men like, I'm kick my shoes off. Dang. Come on, Hebrew. Canopy.
Which was woven.
Yep.
With purple.
Yeah.
And gold.
Yeah.
And emerald.
Come on.
And precious stones. So they showed him of her, and he came out before his tent with silver lamps going before him. And when Judith was come before him and his servants, they all marveled at the beauty of her countenance.
Yeah.
And she fell down upon her face and did reverence unto him. And his servants took her up.
Jump over to chapter 12. Chapter 11, then we're going to go over to chapter 12. About to speed this up a little taste. Now she even bowed and let it be known, I'm your servant. Right? I'm your servant. She done told them, I'm about to show him the way into the city where nobody gonna die. You understand? She put a smell good on, washed up, good clothes, rings, earrings. Ask the Most High, deceive your enemies through me, through the seed of my lips. Told the men that, look, I asked the Most High, may this battle be won by my hand. It's her prayer. Willing to be that vessel of the Most High. Willing to be. Right? But you don't arrive there just by claiming that. You got to live that. You got to actually live this and become this. You feel me? The Most High work wonders in your life. Wonders. We need chapter 12. You got it up?
Right. Then he commanded to bring her in where his plate was set, and bade that they should prepare for her of his own meats, and that she should drink of her own wine. Judith said, I will not eat thereof, lest there be an offense, for provisions shall be made for me of the things that I have brought.
She's like, I'm gonna live on your food. I'm gonna eat what I brought. Right? Go ahead.
Then Holofernes said unto her, if thy provision should fail, how should we give thee the life? But there be none with us of thy nation. Then said Judith unto him, as thy soul liveth, my Lord, thine handmaid shall not spend those things that I have, for the Lord work mine hand. The things
that he have determined.
The things that he has determined.
Yes, in other words, she letting it be known. Like he's like, well, what if your provision fail? What if you run out of food? How should we? We don't know how to prepare your food. You the only one in your nation here for real. Outside of your service, she's like, look, believe me. For the Lord work through my hand, I ain't gonna run out of food at all. In other words, I ain't gonna be here long. You understand? I'm here to hit you and get on up out of here. As the Lord lives, you understand? My provision won't fail. You feel me? Because he thinking she there, you feel me, permanent. So he letting it be known, like, look, you gonna run out of food. What you mean? She like, no, I ain't. I ain't even heard. In her mind, I ain't even heard to stay long. You starstruck at her beauty. Right? You still looking at her beauty and how beautiful she is. You ain't even tripping off. She could be a double agent. They send double agents all the time. Come on, Hebrew.
Then the servants of Holofernes brought her into the tent, and she slept till midnight. She arose when it was towards the morning watch, and sent to Holofernes, saying, let my Lord now command thine handmaid may go forth into prayer, and And Holofernes commanded his guard that they should not stay her.
No, so she get up late night and pray. There's something else about this godly woman. She get up on a late night and petition her God. Pray. We be too lazy. I don't feel like praying. You don't want to face the east. You want to lay in your bed toward the east.
Turn on your side.
You know what I'm saying? Turn on your side. Yeah. Come on, Deborah.
Thus she abode in the camp 3 days and went out in the night into the valley of Bethulia and washed herself in a fountain of water by the camp. When she came out, she besought the Lord God of Israel to direct her way, the raising up of the children of her people.
Yeah, straight up. Petition the Most High. Come on.
So she came in clean and remained in attendance till she did eat her meat at evening. And in the 4th day, Holofernes made a feast to his own servants only, called none of the officers to the banquet. Then said he to Bagogus, the eunuch, who had charge over all that he had, go now and persuade the Hebrew woman which is with thee, that she come unto us and eat and drink with us. Clean and fresh. Fresh, clean. But lo, it will be a shame for our person if she let such a woman go, not having had her company.
Come on.
For if we draw her not unto us, she will laugh us.
She gonna laugh at the score. Like, man, they lame. They ain't talking about that, man. Y'all over there, they ain't even invite me to dinner. Them cats lame over there. You know, that's the last thing you want on your name. You feel me? You don't know how to treat no woman, boy? Boy, you's lame out here in these streets. All right, jump down to verse 16.
Now when Judith came in and sat down on the furnace, his heart was ravished with her.
Like I told y'all, when a man see a beautiful woman, his first thought is, man, who is that? You feel me? So it's the same thing. And she knew that her beauty would cripple the strength of the men there. She knew what she was working with, in other words.
Yeah.
She already knew. You didn't have to tell her she was beautiful. She knew she was fine. All right, go ahead, Deborah.
His mind was moved, and he despised greatly.
Desired.
And he desired greatly her company. And he waited a time to deceive her. For the day
from the day
that he had seen her.
Meaning he was plotting to get between her legs from the day that he saw her. See that? He like, I gotta have that. Yeah. So he thought. Hey, in scripture it'll tell you beauty will deceive you. Beauty is deceitful and favor is vain, but a woman that feareth the Lord. Oh wait. Come on, Hebrew.
17. Then said Holofernes unto her, drink now. Very good.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Get your little feel on. Yeah, you need a little drink. You need to catch your buzz.
They were trying to give her that goose.
You already know.
Blame it on the alcohol.
Blame it on the alcohol. Yeah. We almost done, y'all. We almost done. Come on with it. Blame it on the alcohol.
So Judith said, I will drink now, my Lord, because my life magnified me this day, more than all the days since I was born. Then she took and ate and drank before him, her maid with what her maid had prepared. And Holofernes took great delight in her. Drank much more wine.
He's so inflamed with how beautiful she is. He's like, man, I'm about to turn up. So I need my feel. You know what I'm saying? Like you need to feel a certain way to, you know what I'm saying? Make sure this evening lasts.
Right.
he over here like turn it up.
Trying to get numb.
That's what he Hey, that's how you know, man. Ain't nothing new. Ain't nothing new. He said, pour that drink up.
Right.
You don't look like a drink with us. Yeah, no Viagra. Yeah.
And now, so that the drink for 17, they capitalize on your side. I just want to know.
Yeah, capital D. Yeah,
Okay.
it's
Like,
capital D.
Right. Like, so what position is it? Just and first, is it more of a demand or a command or something?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's offering to her, drink now and be married with us. Yeah.
They the move.
Yeah. Drink now and be married with us. Come on with it. This for you.
Yeah.
That's for you,
Yeah.
bro.
He's starstruck. Yeah. Like 13, it gets real. It gets real right here, right? Chapter 13. So understand, he just drank more wine than he ever drunk in his whole life. On account of this woman right here.
Wow.
Right? So, like when we read Judges 4, old boy asked for water, and she had milk. She rocked him to sleep. Right? This cat here just pouring it like bottles up. Bottoms up, should I say. You understand? To where his guards are down. Now he the captain of the army. He the general. Don't forget that, you know what I'm saying, you could be at war any second. But he done got drunk on account of how beautiful she is. He done forgot he at war. That quick.
Wow.
And it's her drink. Then he gets drunker.
Now trip off this. Now trip off this. It show you the power that the sisters actually have. You know what I'm saying? If a man could get drunk and forget he at war,
Wow.
forget his life is in danger
Wow.
because of how beautiful you are. You feel me? That's power you have. It's got to be used in the right manner. That's the only problem. You understand? That's the only problem. We were both made in the image of the Most High God. God means power. Powerful powers. You understand? Just order to it. Just order. Don't use your power to destroy your people. That's the message in this whole thing. Don't use your power to destroy your people. Same with the bros. We can't be out there like the influence you have, you're gonna use that to do something that's not right. You feel me? Like you can be influential and influence somebody to do something, you feel me, to satisfy your carnal flesh or whatever. You can't use your power, you feel me, as a cloak of malicious, as a cloak to work evil. Use your power to fight for God's people. Use your power to serve your creator. You feel me? That's what this sister's doing. All right. Where we at? 13. Let's get into this 13 real quick. Y'all finna love this.
Now, when the evening was come, his servants made haste to depart, and Bagoas shut his tent without and dismayed the waiters from the presence.
And dismissed the waiters.
I'm sorry. Dismissed the waiters from the presence of the Lord.
Of his Lord.
Okay, now, when the evening was come, his servants made haste to depart, and Bagoas shut his tent without and dismissed the waiters from the presence of his Lord. And they went to their beds, but they were all weary because the feast had been long.
Been buzzing. Now gonna lay on down. But we got some. He finally where he want to be, alone. You understand? He alone. Come on, Hebrew.
And Judith was left alone in the tent. Furnace lying alone upon his bed. He was filled with wine.
Her and him. Her and him. That was his whole thing anyway.
Right.
Feel me? He's like, I gotta have it. Come on, Hebrew.
And Judith had commanded her maid to stand without her bedchamber and to wait for her coming forth as she did daily. For she said she would go forth to her prayers, and she spake to Bagoas according to the same purpose. All went forth. None was left in the bedchamber, neither little nor great. Then Judith, standing by his bed, said in her heart,
in her mind, said in her heart or said in her mind. What she say?
O Lord God of all power.
Oh, Yahweh Elohim of all power. Come on.
At this present,
look at this.
Look at this present upon the works of mine hands for the exaltation of Jerusalem. But now is the time to help thine inheritance, to execute my enterprise, the destruction of the enemies which are risen against us. Then she came to the pillar of the bed, which was at Olipharna's head, took down his fashions from thence, and approached to his bed and took hold of the hair of his head,
grabbed him by his hair.
Said, strengthen me, O Lord God of Israel, this day. She smote twice upon his neck with all her might, and she took away his head from him.
Took his head off.
Tumbled his body down from the bed, pulled down the canopy for the pillars. And the Anon, after she went forth, gave Olipharna's his head to her maid.
Gave his head to a maid, like, put that up. Huh?
Tough stuff.
Yeah. Had to. You be like, oh, it's good blood in. Go in. She took his head off and asked the Most High, give me that strength. Give me my strength for the exaltation of Jerusalem and for the destruction of your enemies. You feel me? Got him trapped. Everybody sent away. I'm in here alone with him. He on full. He think you gonna get him some?
Yeah.
You feel me? Yeah, you better get some. She took his head off, and then took the head and gave it to a maid. Said, "Put that up. Put that up." Go ahead, Ebro. Where we at?
Verse 10.
Yeah.
What she did with the head, and she put it in her Gucci bag.
Not the Gucci. Bobo. Huh? You gonna mess that Gucci up, girl? I paid too much money for this.
And she put it in her bag of meat that twain went together according to their custom unto prayer. And when they passed the camp, they compassed the valley and went up the mountain of Bethulia and came to the gates thereof. Then said Judith afar off to the watchman at the gate, open, open now the gate. God, even our God, is with us to show his power yet in Jerusalem and his forces against the enemies as he hath even done this day.
Yeah, open up. You understand? Come on, Most High God is with us.
See how she got up out of there? She lined it up to where she went to pray 3 days prior.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So she already had that escape plan.
Yeah. Because she supposed to go pray at a certain time.
At night,
You feel me?
Late at night.
Late at night. You dig? And she used that time to take his head. You feel me? So if her and her maid are gone, no one to think she gone praying. She gone praying. Strategic. So the sister was even strategic in war.
Right.
Huh?
Yeah, she was patient.
Yeah, very patient. What just got me? That's up. Look on me. Wasn't none of that. Strategic, humble. You hear me? But a straight female warrior riding for the Most High. Riding for the Most High. Took his head off. Right? Open up the gates. The Most High Yah's with us.
Right.
Come on, he broke.
Verse 12. And when the men of her city heard her voice, they made haste to go down to the gate of their city. And they called the elders of the city. And then they ran all together, both small and great, for it was strange unto them that she was come. So they opened the gate and received them and made a fire for a light and stood round about them. And she said to them, the loud voice, praise, praise God.
You see? Not nothing soft. She lifting up her voice to the Most High. Loud. Loud. Because with something like this, deliverance just happened. You're not finna, like when we get redeemed, we ain't finna be like, oh, thank you, God. Yes. Oh, Lord, Father God.
I appreciate it.
I appreciate it. Yeah. No, you will be lifting up, boy, the whole earth gonna be shaking. You understand? By us lifting up our voice, the whole earth gonna be shaking more than likely. Praising the Most High.
Thunderous.
Yeah. Yeah.
Praise the Elohim, I say, for he hath not taken away his mercy from the house of Israel, but hath destroyed our enemies by my hands this.
Listen, remember, this is a sister talking. On my hands. You know, sisters should never believe that they're insignificant in this.
Right.
Never believe that. You have power, right? It has to be harnessed in a righteous understanding and order. You feel me? That power cannot be used to destroy your man. Can't be used to destroy your nation. Can't even be used to get out of order. You feel me? In your proper order and function is where your righteous power is at. That's how you harness it. Dig? Come on, Hebrew. Let's get it.
So she took the head out of the bag.
She's still grabbing on the head with blood, and she ain't, my nails.
Don't forget how fine this woman is.
Yeah.
Right? So,
Yeah.
that woman look good too
Woman-
and doing all this.
Woman fine. Maid ain't no joke either. The maid had to be gutter too. Put that up in that bag. Pass me that thing. Let me show y'all something. Hey, blood all on her hand. Woo.
So she took the head out of the bag and showed it, and said unto them, Behold, the head of Holofernes, the chief captain of the army of Assur. And behold, the canopy wherein he did lie in his drunkenness.
Drunkenness.
And the Lord had smitten him by the hand of a woman.
By a woman. Oh, wait. I pray our sisters take on this type of spirit. Spirit of Deborah, Judith, Jael. Be inspired to be righteous. Challenge yourself every day to be better than the day before. Or sometimes it's hard, but challenge yourself. Hold yourself to a high standard. Walk around the spirit like this. Straight up. I mean, it's easy to do what everybody else doing. Everybody doing it. You feel me? But you want your beauty to just stick out like a sore thumb. You want the Most High God to deal with you. We need the sisters need to adopt this type of spirit, and it's right there. It's in your DNA. You was born with it. It's just lying dormant, waiting to be reactivated. We are these people. You feel me? Just like the brothers can reactivate the spirit of David. You got it. You feel me? We got access to the same power that created heaven and earth, the same power that was with King David, Abraham, Judith, Deborah, Jael. You understand? The same God.
Now you got names of righteous women. Well, who's a wicked woman out the scripture?
Yeah.
Everybody know that.
Yeah.
That's all, man.
Yeah,
You got examples of righteous women and wicked women.
Which one we gonna be?
Yeah.
That's all it come down to.
Same for the men.
Yeah, what is gonna be? Like, you either finna be a Nabal Negro, which God forbid. Oh my God, no. Right? Or you gonna be one of them brothers that stood up. You feel me? And when they reading about this thing thousands of years from now, they're gonna be like, oh, okay. Right. That's the one bro. You know what I'm saying? He stood up and did mighty things in his time while he was serving the Most High. You feel me? Get your ink, man. Like, we need to be aiming to be great in the kingdom of heaven, not to be, I barely made it in, you know. I'm all subpar, I'm insignificant. Man, you need to be aiming to be great. So when your Lord see you, he be like, job well done, good and faithful servant. That's what I'm aiming to hear. You know what I'm saying? I'm aiming to hear that. I ain't aiming to hear nothing less. Job well done. Y'all willing. You did. Come on, Hebrew.
Verse 16.
Yeah.
As the Lord liveth, who has kept me in my way, that I went, my countenance had deceived him to his destruction.
Her beauty deceived him. Y'all see that? She used her beauty to destroy the enemies of God, man. That's righteous. That's righteous. All right? Come on, Hebrew.
And yet had he not committed sin with me. He knew them.
She like, and he ain't getting none. And he ain't getting none. And he ain't getting none. The dog like to say that. He ain't getting none. He ain't getting none. And he ain't getting none. Come on. We Judified her or not? She used her power to destroy the enemy, and he ain't even getting none. Thought he was finna get some. Huh?
And to the defile and shame me.
Ask yourself how many times you didn't compromise in life.
I know you're right about that.
Times you didn't compromise in life
Yes.
just because you thought he could pay your bills or something.
Yeah.
You feel me? How many times you didn't compromise in life? You dig? When you did what you know you ain't supposed to be doing, but hey, you know, shorty gotta eat. And let me think about it. You feel me? And only y'all know the answers. Only y'all know the answers, you dig? I'm saying from this point forward, y'all can make a straight vow within yourself to dedicate your life to be like one of these sisters. You know what I'm saying? And don't use the power that the Most High gave you as a weapon to destroy your man, your house, or your people. You feel me? She was encouraging the brothers, like, remember what God did for Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You should do the same for your man if you got one. Are you sleeping? What's put righteousness in his earth? Like, you no good. Nigga, I hope you die in your sleep. No. I'm saying all that.
Wake up and be like, I'm gonna go.
I'm out of here. No, you dig? What's for that righteousness in this earth? Like you're destined to do great things. Most High God be with you. You know what I'm saying? I got your back. I'm loyal. All the way down.
Waking up in the morning, that's why my shoulder hurt.
Hey, man. And don't get him started. It'll be over shortly.
They're doing wrestling moves off the press on me, bro.
Hey, you heard me?
Like, dang. I knew she was bad at me, but not that bad.
Dang.
You gotta roll back the tape in the morning, boy.
Yeah.
What she do to me in my sleep?
Come on, Hebrew.
Verse 17. And all the people were wonderfully astonished and bowed themselves and worshiped the Most High and said with one accord, blessed be thou, O our Elohim, has this day brought to naught the enemies of thy people. Then said Ozias unto her, O daughter, blessed art thou of the Most High God, above all the women upon the earth. Blessed be the Lord God, which hath created the heavens and the earth, which hath directed thee to the cutting off of the head of the chief of our enemies.
Woo! Thank you, the Most High. Ooh-wee.
For this is thy confidence shall not depart from. For this thy confidence shall not depart from the heart of men, which remember the power of God forever.
Meaning what she did will never depart out the minds of men. Forever. Sister got us some ink, man. You understand? She's in the Bible. She's famous. She's recorded as a righteous daughter of Zion. You feel me? And I pray all the sisters that's in the knowledge and in the faith strive to be something like this sister right here. Any other righteous sister we read about. Right. Strive, you know what I'm saying, to be that. Challenge yourself to be that. Go ahead, sister.
The art museum, and they had a real picture. And on the bottom of it, it had Judith.
Yeah.
A woman out the park. It was a white woman on her.
Right. Right. A white Simeonite. That don't even sound right. A Caucasian from the tribe of Simeon. They don't even call themselves that over in Israel today. They don't call themselves Judites or Zebulon or Naphtali or Simeon. Feel me? They don't even call themselves. That's how you know it ain't them. They're not even claiming this. Shout out to Ariel Alb in Israel. We was talking about that earlier. Like, they're not even claiming Israelite culture.
No, not at all.
They just, you know what I'm saying, adopted some of our practices, but they ain't, you'll never under, hey, I'm Elizabeth from the tribe of Simeon. That don't even sound right. It just don't sound right. You feel me? Right. And y'all know, and y'all, no, it don't look right. I see some heathens and some garments, boy. I'm about, boy, crippled me laughing. I'm like, what are y'all doing with garments on? You dig? But, and even how this sister getting down and how she maneuvering, you dig? You can tell this ain't nobody outside of who we are. It's how y'all sisters get out and operate. There ain't no either woman. Stop it. It's impossible. Just don't make sense for it to be somebody that ain't us. You feel me? That's why we can sit here and relate to it. You feel me? Y'all know about putting them good clothes on and them jewelry and that smell good. Our sisters know about the art of seduction. And the man thought he's gonna get him some.
Well,
don't y'all know about that?
Yeah.
Lock doctor. I'm saying. We gonna keep it real up in this deal. I'm just saying. It's just the truth. Sunshine for all of night. Put your mom on the phone. Yeah. Daughters of Zion. Who's Zion? You had something?
No, it's like nuns were afraid.
Yeah, if you have your little strings hanging out, yeah. They don't look right either, man. All right, where we at? Let's get it.
Verse 20, last one. Mm-hmm. And Yah turn these things to thee for perpetual praise, to visit thee in good things. For thou hast not spared thy life for thy affliction of our nation, but has revenged our ruin, walking a straight way before our God. And all the people said, so be it, so be it. Amen.
Amen, amen. Go on to 14. Go on to 14 for we got a few verses in 14, a couple in 16, and we're gonna close on out. Few in 14, couple in 16. And then look, after a victory, we always sing a song. Y'all notice that in the script? After a victory, we always sing a song. When we came through the Red Sea on Passover and the Egyptians drowned, Exodus 15 kick off a song. It's a song being sung. So we don't only get the victory, we rap about it. We sing about it, about what the Most High did. Then the short leggers around it heard generations later, and they rehearsed that constantly. Just so happened we the most musically gifted people on the planet as well. This is not talking about Caucasian folk. It just ain't. You feel me? Once you add all the elements up, you be like, it's impossible.
Right.
You feel me? Y'all don't even have a rhythm to dance like this. And sing. They just don't. I'm speaking facts, y'all. Y'all know that. All right, chapter 14. Start at verse 1 for me, bro.
Judith chapter 14, verse 1. Then said Judith unto them, hear me now, my brethren, and take this head and hang it upon the highest place of your wall. And so soon as the morning shall appear, and the sun shall come forth upon the earth, take ye every one his weapons, and go forth every valiant man out of the city, and set ye a captain over them, as though ye would go down into the field towards the watch of the Assyrians, but go not down.
She giving orders now? She's like, y'all better look, clip up, grab y'all weapons, put captains, make sure y'all in order, going over there like y'all finna go to war. Hang this head up, going over there like y'all finna go to war. Just don't go down there. Like, dang, this sister mean. But what else you gonna say after you see this head? Right. She's so beautiful, you done pull the head out the basket. Hey, y'all gonna hang this up. Go on down there and let's go ahead and get it cracking. Oh, we come on.
Verse 3. Then they shall take their armor and shall go into their camp, and rise up the captains of their army of Assyria, and they shall run to the tent of Hopheres, Holofernes, but shall not find him. Then fear shall fall upon them, and they shall flee before your face. Verse 4.
There's a woman talking. Y'all realize it. All right, go ahead.
So ye and all the inhabitants of the coast of Israel shall pursue them and overthrow them as they go. But before ye do these things, call me Achior, the Ammonite, that he may see and know him that despised the house of Israel, and that sent him to us, as it were to his death.
Yeah, when you go back to chapter 5, this same guy had told this Syrian, he said, look, man, if them Israelites, if you want to take them Israelites down, make sure they sin against their God. You feel that's in chapter 5 of Judith. You feel me? This is old boy that was telling them that. He was a foreigner. He said, look, if you want to really defeat them, get them to sin against their God. But if they are not sinning against their God, you understand? You don't got a snowball chance in the lake of fire. You're done dealing. You're done dealing. So now she's like, look, go tell him what it is. You feel me? Because he told the Assyrians before they attacked, you don't want to mess with them. Lead them out of this. You feel me? Because if they riding with their God, nothing can stand against them. And let you know that other nations study us. Their whole agenda is to keep you going against your God, so you will never regain the power that you had. That's lying in you. It's already in you, but you keep going against your creator, so you'll never harness that power. So it's two foreign nations speaking about us. One is an Ammonite. He like, look, if you want to really take them down, you better make sure they serving our gods and sinning against their God. But if they are not, there's a God in heaven that will fight for them. He loved Jerusalem. You feel me? So at the end of this, she like, look, go fetch him so he can see this. So he can see this. This his head right here. Come on, Hebrew.
Verse 6.
Yeah.
Then called Achior out of the house of Ozias, and when he was come and saw the head of Holofernes,
Yeah.
The head of Holofernes is a man's head in a man's hand. Yeah. In a assembly of the people. He fell down on his face, and his spirit failed him. But when they had recovered him, he fell at Judith's feet and reverenced her.
See, like you had to bow down, pay homage to what it is. You dig? Like this sister handle her business. Go ahead, Doc.
And reverenced her, and said, blessed art thou in all the tabernacle of Judah, and in all nations, which hearing thy name shall be admonished.
Astonished. Come on.
Verse 8. Now therefore tell me all the things that thou hast done in these days. Then Judah declared unto him in the midst of the people all that she had done, from the day that she went forth until the hour she spake unto them. And when she had left off speaking, the people shouted with a loud voice and made a joyful noise in their city.
Straight up, verse 10.
And when Achior had seen all that the God of Israel had done, he believed in God greatly, and circumcised the flesh of his foreskin, and was joined unto the house of Israel unto this day.
Showing you that other nations can join themselves to the house of Israel, the house of God. They gotta be willing to be obedient, though. He peeped at him like, God gotta be with y'all, man. You did. Come on, Hebrew.
Verse 11. And as soon as the morning arose, they hanged the head of Holofernes upon the wall, and every man took his weapons, and they went forth by bands upon the stairs and of the mountain. But when the Assyrians saw them, they sent to their leaders, which came to their captains and tribunes, and to every one of their rulers. So they came to Holofernes' tent and said to him, that had the charge of all his things. Waken now, our Lord, for the slaves have been bold to come down against us to battle, that they may be utterly destroyed.
They go into, because remember, he supposed to be in his tent sleep. They're like, look, wake up, my master. These slaves are rebelling. The inmates are running the asylum. What are you doing? You in there asleep. So he thought. Huh? He in there, his headless corpse is in there. His head up there on the gate. That's Jerusalem. Man, come on, Doc.
Verse 14. Then went in beggars and knocked at the door of the tent, for he thought that he had slept with Judith.
Now he thought he got him some. I mean, he
Get
some
tonight.
He
going out for war.
It must be good.
Right.
Serious talk, boy.
Verse 15. But because none answered, he opened it and went into the bedchambers and found him cast upon the floor dead. And his head was taken from him. Therefore he cried with a loud voice, with weeping and sighing and a mighty cry, and rent his garments. Verse 17. After he went in the tent where Judith lodged, and when he found her not, he leaped out to the people and cried, "These slaves have dealt treacherously. One woman of the Hebrews have brought shame upon the house of the king Nebuchadnezzar. For behold, Holofernes lied upon the ground without a hand. When the captain of the Syrians armed her these words, they rent their coats and their minds with wonderfully trouble. And there was a cry and a very great noise throughout the camp.
All right, so look, chapter 15 is where they go to war, Latates. 16 is the song of Judith, and we close out, man. Read that 16 for us.
All right.
Y'all got the gist of it. You understand? Got the gist of it, man. The women of the scripture, the weaker vessels of the Most High. You understand? But in y'all proper capacity and proper order, there's righteous power waiting to be harnessed. You understand? You gotta be ready. Feel me? And you gotta strive daily to keep that vibration. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, strive daily for that. Feel me? And this time's gonna come where you know emotions may try to cloud your judgment or whatever. But even trip out Deborah. Deborah was a judge. Once again, she couldn't be emotional. That means she was an evil judge. We don't read nothing about that. Deborah wasn't no evil judge. That means she was judging righteously. You couldn't even be in her feelings about it. You judge it. Right? Saints gonna judge the world. Right? Y'all saints too. You understand? So it gotta be a righteous order of what we talking about. And in that is your power. It's the same with the brothers, man. I mean, you ain't gonna get no type of power. Our power is standing on his word. You ain't gonna get no type of power acting like everything that you left behind. If I build again the things that I destroyed, I make myself a transgressor. That's what Paul said in Galatians. If I build again the things I already destroyed, I make myself a sinner, a transgressor. This sister stood up for what it was. Very disciplined, you understand? Very diligent, faithful, even in death. Go ahead, my sister.
So we need to really take on this and live this so we can be examples to the younger women in our
That's right.
Now we need to be teaching them how women of God are supposed to be acting, how women should carry themselves.
Yeah. You feel me? And it'll be a good thing too to encourage them. We'll go over some of these stories with the sisters and all that, but encourage them to be like this, because then that is where their true power is. You feel me? It don't take long for a woman to understand she got her some power. You feel me? Especially in this day and age, it's being used in the wrong direction. It's being used as a destructive force instead of a healing force and liberating force. course. It don't take long. You feel me? Look like a little something, stack like a little something, smell a little good. You gonna get it. It ain't gonna be hard. You could be thinking you looking ugly as a mother and go to Family Dollar and there's a man to try to holler at you.
I done seen some big girls get some hollers. I don't want that blanket on me.
Come on, man.
Somebody like it.
Come on, man. Come on. It's it right here. Judith chapter 16.
Judith chapter 16, verse 1.
That's it. We're going to close out after this. All praise. Hallelujah.
Then Judah began to sing this thanksgiving in Israel, and all Israel, and all the people sang after her this song of praise. And Judah said, begin upon my God, Yahweh, with timbrels. Sing unto my God with cymbals. Turn unto him a new song. Exalt him. Call upon his name.
Yeah, we throw a feast and we sing a song. We rejoice in the Most High for him getting vengeance, for him delivering his people. Right? There ain't gonna be no sad occasion when we get redeemed out of this thing. We're not gonna be all sad and lukewarm. We're gonna be beyond amped, singing. You feel me? We're gonna be like, B Hood, drop a beat, Hebrew. Let's get it. You know what I'm saying? Where them bars at? Come on, we finishing up, y'all. Let's get it.
Verse 3. For Yahweh break up the battles, for among the camps in the midst of the people, he hath delivered me out of the hands of them that pursued me.
Persecuted me.
That persecuted me. Assur came out of the mountains from the north. He came with 10,000 of his army. The multitude whereof stopped the torrents, and their horsemen have covered the hills. He bragged that he would burn up my borders and kill my young men with the sword, and dash the suckling children against the ground, and make mine infants as a prey, and my virgin as a spoil.
Yo, she's singing like, look, he was bragging that he wasn't only going to conquer us, he was going to be evil with our women, destroy our children. That's what he was saying. So his own, what he devised is turned on his own head. All praises to the Most High. That's what she's saying, right? So y'all finish reading that. Jump down to verse, where is that when they go into Jerusalem? Jump down to verse 17. Start at 17.
Verse 17.
Yeah, read it on out.
Woe to the nations that rise up against my kindred.
Woe unto the nations that rise up against the Hebrews. Woe unto the nations that rise up against my kindred. This is a sister singing, praying to the Most High. Woe unto the nations that get at my people. Right? Today, when certain things happen, you feel as if it don't affect you. You dig? You don't talk about Sandra Bland no more. You don't talk about none of the things. If it didn't directly affect me, this is the mindset is what? Woe unto every nation that come at the kindred, at my kindred. They come at God's people. Woe meaning destruction unto them. Right? Go ahead,
The Lord Yah Almighty will make vengeance.
Will take vengeance.
Will take vengeance to them in the day of judgment, in putting fire and worm in their flesh.
Ooh.
And they shall flee them. They shall feel them and weep forever.
As you know, it's a lake of fire. Like even Judith knew that. There's that fire and worms. Messiah say, what? Where the fire is never quenched, there shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. You understand? Judith even know, like, and know she say forever, and they shall feel them and weep forever. Fire and worms. And the worm dieth not. So you can't, well, that's new. No, this is in the Old Testament. Judith knew about the eternal judgment of those that come at God's people. Come on now.
Verse 18.
Is this not enough love for those that claim it, you know? Come on, Hebrew.
Now, as soon as they entered into Jerusalem, they worshiped the Lord. And as soon as the people were purified they offered their burnt offerings and their free offerings and their gift. Verse 19, Judith also dedicated all the stuff of the hell of furnace which the people had given her, and gave the Canaan, which she had taken out of
canopy.
There you go. Gave the canopy which she had taken out of his bedchamber for a gift unto the Lord.
So they took everything that belonged to him. Let me get that. Come on, Hebrew.
So the people continued feasting in Jerusalem before the sanctuary for the space of 3 months, and Judith remained with them. After this time, everyone returned to his own inheritance. And Judith went to Bethlehem and remained in her own possession.
Yeah, but that she inherited from her husband. All right, go ahead.
And was in her time honorable in all the country.
That's right. Come on.
Verse 22. And many desired her.
And who?
And many desired her.
Let you know, with many, she was a beautiful woman, so naturally a man gonna desire her. She don't got a husband, she a widow, and many desired her. But what was her mindset? Come on.
But none knew her all the day of her life.
Y'all heard that? Y'all heard that? All the days of her life, stand strong. As soon as something goes sideways, you scared to be by yourself, and you feel me? Ready to jump into something else. Look, stand strong, darling. Yeah, sit down somewhere. Yeah, you're trying to be all available. Sit down somewhere. You feel me? So notice it say right there, it says, but none knew her all the days of her life. Come on.
After that, Manasseh,
her
husband was dead and was gathered to his people.
And she was raised a Hebrew. So it's safe to say that was the only man that knew her whole life. It ain't like today where you feel me, like everybody can lay up and no type of responsibility or nothing. Like she was raised in the culture, right? So she had her husband. He was the only one that knew her the rest of her entire life. He was dead. She still wasn't messing with nobody. I'm good. You talking about some loyalty.
That's loyalty.
You talking about some loyalty right there. You be like, I don't know how to do all that. Like, he been dead 30 minutes, you know. I'm
sure.
Nigga been dead 30 minutes. I don't know about all that now. Yeah.
That's how they think.
Come on, Hebrew.
Verse 23. Yeah. But she increased more and more in honor and waxed old in her husband's house, being 105 years old, and made her maid free. So she died in Bethuelah, and they burned her, and they buried her. And they buried her in a cave, and her husband Manasseh.
Yeah.
Verse 24. And the house of Israel lamented her 7 days. And before she died, she did distribute her goods to all them that were near of kin to Manasseh, her husband, and to them that was the nearest of her kin.
See, so she still kept low, like, because these possessions, even though she over them while he gone, but when she died, she like, look, before I die, all these things by the law of God have to go to his nearest kindred.
Right.
You feel me? Well, that's a first cousin, brother, whoever. You understand? She still kept the law that's written in the scripture. All the way, man, from the beginning to the end. Feel me? Understood the power she had to use to destroy God's enemy. And free her people. You feel me? Not to destroy her people. Not to destroy her house, not to destroy her husband. You dig? That's powerful. All right, come on, Hebrew.
Verse 25.
Yeah.
It say, and there was none that made the children of Israel any more afraid in the days of Judith And Noah, long time after her death.
Yeah. You see that? And I bet not. I bet not. They be like, boy, they got that female assassin over there. So fine, you be under a spell when you see it. At all. Even after he was dead. You feel me? Even down to running his estate. Yeah. Still running. She lived to be 105 years old. Used what the Most High gave her in a righteous manner. Even her prayer today, you would have thought it was radical. You understand? But it worked great deliverance in Israel. She's like, look, through my continents and the seat of my lips, you understand? May you work vengeance by my hand. And she went out there and did that. Knew what she had to do. You feel me? And then she saying all this, I still ain't seeing it. Because he ain't getting nothing. Yeah, she probably not. Nah, he ain't even getting nothing. You know what I'm saying? So for the sisters out there of the Worldwide Assembly and our sisters church, like y'all never insignificant or spittle or a dish rag or on the same level as the kimono or none of that. You're a man's most prized possession. My brother played chess. I played a little bit too. These brothers played chess. What's the most powerful piece on the chessboard? The queen. You use that queen right, it's a wrap. I'm just saying, the game ain't over. The game ain't over till the king is checkmate. Man. But the queen moves every direction. If her lane is free, she can move diagonal, sideways, forwards, backwards, whatever you talking about. Now, if she used the wrong way, she can get boxed up and she can get took. You know what I'm saying? But if used properly, you understand? Like cats be almost mad when they queen get took. Like, dang, bro, I got my queen took. Because the game's gonna be it's gonna be real hard to win that chess game. Without that queen, you're gonna have to combine the rooks and the bishops to move how she moves. You feel me? You got to combine both of them. You feel me? To make up for what you losing with her. You dig? So that's a shout out to the sisters to encourage and exhort the sisters. You feel me? I know at times we get the rap as we're chauvinistic. You men are too harsh. You understand? But men pose to police the situation. You dig? Who, what, where, when, why, how. But once y'all embrace y'all role and what it is y'all do, it's power in it. Right. It's godly power. You understand? And the men have to be set back in a rightful position too. Like y'all the queens, we the kings. You dig? He had to be set back in his proper position for this nation to move under the spirit of the Messiah that we read about in that New Testament, man. Because he coming for a church without a spot or wrinkle. Right? He said, look, you're doing this good, but get this together before I kill you. That's Revelation chapter 2 and chapter 3. So we all got work to do. You understand? But by any means necessary, get to it. Stop making excuses. Embrace the role you was made to play. It was all you was created to do or execute. You feel me? It's power in being a righteous daughter of the Most High. You feel me? Have morals though. Stand up. You know what I'm saying? Stand up and have morals. It's easy to do what everybody else doing. Beyond easy. You feel me? But it's what they call it, a challenge. You feel me? To move around in honor. You feel me? To move around in honor. Judith's name rang bell. She said it. This is gonna give me a name for generations forever. She knew it. For generations forever, this is gonna give me a name. You dig? And she wasn't lying. She wasn't lying. We still talking about the sister to this very day. You dig? So what we got? We got closing prayer, closing psalm. What it do? Oh, wait, that's a good one, boy. Psalm 109, y'all face Jerusalem. We're gonna offer up praise to the Most High. Y'all sisters stay focused out there. You brothers do the same. You dig? Anybody said we was womanizers and chauvinistic? Show them his live feed. See if they still had this one. Yeah, see if they still got the same response. You dig?
Well, for my real.
Shalom, Shabbat Shalom.
What it do, bro? Let's get her done.
Noise. My little sister. Yeah, oh,
Shabbat
shalom. Yeah, so we
Hallelujah, hallelujah. How y'all look on the worldwide chat? Y'all good? We facing Jerusalem. We gonna read in Psalm 109. Psalm 109. All praise and glory and honor to the Most High.
All praise.
His only begotten Son, long live the King.
Long live the King.
Another Sabbath.
Yeah.
You understand? Kick off a Sabbath. Shabbat Shalom to Psalm 109. With the Most High's permission. And another powerful prayer, like the prayer of our sister Judith. She wasn't praying for Jolly Ranchers, a big house and a big car.
go along, get along.
Nah. She's praying for the destruction of God's enemies.
Hey, no.
Psalm 109 to the chief musician. Psalm of David. Hold not thy peace, O Yah, of my praise, for the mouth of the wicked and the mouth of the deceitful are opened against me. They have spoken against me with a lying tongue. They can pass me about also with words of hatred and fought against me without a cause. For my love, they are my adversaries. For my love, they are my adversaries. But I give myself unto prayer. And they have rewarded me evil for good and hatred for my love. Set thou a wicked man over him, and let Satan stand at his right hand. When he shall be judged, let him be condemned, and let his prayer become sin. Let his days be few, and let another take his office. Let his children be fatherless, and his wife a widow. Let his children be continually vagabonds in bed. Let them seek their bread also out of their desolate place. Let the extortioner catch all that he has, and let the stranger spoil his labor. Let there be none to extend mercy unto him, neither let there be any to favor his fatherless children. Let his posterity be cut off, and in the generation following, let their name be blotted out. Let the iniquity of his fathers be remembered with Yah, and let not the sin of his mother be blotted out. Let them be before Yahweh continually, that he may cut off the memory of them from the earth, because that he remembered not to show mercy, but persecuted the poor and needy man, that he might even slay the broken in heart. As he loved cursing, so let it come unto him. As he delighted not in blessing, so let it be far from him. As he clothed himself with cursing, like as with a garment, so let it come into his bowels like water, and like oil into his bones. Let it be unto him as the garment which covereth him, and for a girdle wherewith he is girded continually. Let this be the reward of mine adversary from Yahweh, and of them that speak evil against my soul. But do thou for me, O Yah, the master, for thy name's sake, because thy mercy is good. Deliver thou me, for I am poor and needy, and my heart is wounded within me. I am gone like the shadow when it declineth. I am tossed up and down as the locust. My knees are weak through fasting, and my flesh faileth of fatness. I became also a reproach unto them. When they looked upon me, they shake their heads. Help me, O Yah, my power. O save me according to thy mercy, that they may know that this is your hand, that thou, Yahweh, hast done it. Let them curse, but bless thou. When they arise, let them be ashamed, but let thy servant rejoice. Let mine adversaries be clothed with shame, and let them cover themselves with their own confusion as with a mantle. I will greatly praise Yahweh with my mouth. Yea, I will praise him among the multitude, for he shall stand at the right hand of the poor to save him from those that condemn his soul. Hallelujah! Selah! Yo! Yes, sir!
Man, how in spirit did you bring out that prayer? I was rapping him earlier about
it. He called it. Giddy Carter.
Kid.
So is you. All
B.
good.
Malachi.
Somebody else.
My brother Gideon. Happy Earth Day, bro. Happy Earth Day. You think I don't know? How you think the misinformation don't know what his brother Earth Day? How you doing? Always. How was your trip? Good?
All praise to the Most High family. We about to clock out.
Shalom, Israelites.
Nehemiah Ben Israel in the building.
Yeah, kind of late in.
It's all good, you dig? May the Most High be with us all. Y'all stay focused. Y'all willing. You understand? We'll be live tomorrow for the closing out of the Passover Pesach. Y'all be with us all to the next time. Shalom.
Shalom.
Scatter the broad.
Yahoo.
Command the keepers in faith of the Holy Messiah. Yahoo.
Yahoo.
Fight the lock doctor. I'm just put that on the World Wide Web.